Ooga fucking Ooga cunts, welcome to the Snatchcast. Tonight we're talking Andy Warski. He's been burning more bridges. Lots and lots of fucking bridges. Most recently fucking Tonkasaw, Failure Accomplished, and Vamp Candy. Two of those, they weren't so close with him already. But going after Failure, really? Fucking Failure Accomplished. Yeah, I've had issues with Failure, but Failure's done nothing but help Andy.
But
anyway, I got with me tonight Leaf, fucking Semaj Brockus, and Apathetic Ranter. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing better than some, apparently.
Better than who?
I'm trying to figure out half of this fucking autism on Warski's end because I miss so much of it. I have this thing called a life, so I don't sit on the internet when I'm in my 30s.
You're in your early 20s. You don't have a life. Your life is online.
No, it's not.
If you want to understand half of this shit with Andy, half of it can be summed up in one word: cocaine. Motherfucker cannot handle his cocaine.
I think it's
motherfucker does too much cocaine, and he does not handle it well.
I think it's more than that.
This is certainly not the first time you've mentioned that.
Well, no, dude is definitely a cokehead, and I know I was a fucking cokehead.
Well, I think
doing what I got out of my way when I was fucking 19.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that because I think Warski committed the gravest sin of anyone who has ever been on the internet. The first thing you learn, just first time exposed to the internet, is you never believe the comments. The most inane, idiotic, fucking retarded shit will be said in fucking comments, will be said in fucking stream chats, will be said by random motherfuckers who have no better hobby than to repeat something that is just that they know and they're all in group knows, but then someone as dumb as fucking Warski sees it and takes the shit literally and thinks these random people spamming chat with a retarded meme is the fucking truth. Not only is that way too much cocaine, but that's just way too much fucking Andy. How in the fuck are you gonna believe the goddamn chat?
And
how in the fuck are you gonna believe the comments? God damn it. Sorry, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah,
on that note, let's talk about Geek Thulu and how.
Oh, do we want to talk about Geek Thulu?
Well, I mean,
I love
he's
Geek
tied
Thulu.
in with Warski. Warski believes anything Geek Thulu tells him.
Wait. Is Geek Thulu Andy's source?
Yep.
Geek Thulu is a trusted fucking source to Andy.
Yes.
Yep.
Andy hears something from Geek Thulu. Geek Thulu walks in Andy's door, fucking says, "Hey, Andy, this shit happened." And Andy goes, "All right, it's fact."
Yes.
Andy, are you a fucking retard? Don't answer that.
Cocaine.
Make me feel bad.
Well, here's a question for you. Do you know why Geek Thulu has been up his ass and is now like his number one fucking source? Fucking Andy mentioned it in one of his fucking
bridges
streams.
with everyone else.
No.
Nobody else wants to hang out with Andy.
When Andy kind of went out, when he told everyone, "Hey, I'm going on a sabbatical. I'm just going to do my shit and I'm not going to worry about anything else," everyone just kind of left him alone to do his shit. Geek Thulu was up his ass every day. Every fucking day. "Hey, man, are you okay? Hey, man, you can do this. Hey, man, try this for your channel. Try that." Basically blew so much smoke up Warski's ass. It made him forget about all the shit he knew that Geek Thulu had pulled and Geek Thulu was connected to. All he saw was that one person who was there for him when no one else was. It's fucking manipulation on Geek Thulu's part.
So he got a leech attached to him and thought it was healing.
He
Pretty sure Geek Thulu has admitted, probably not directly to Warski, but that he basically anybody that got too close to Warski, he'd lie about, try to cause a division between whoever was getting too close to Warski, so that Geek Thulu could get closer to Warski.
Admitted this.
This is some really gay shit. I think Geek Thulu might really like Warski, probably more than just a friend. Probably wants to bang Warski.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. Andy is a pretty man.
No, you know what it is? It's the fucking sub count. It's the edict. It's the fact that fucking Warski has 100,000 channel and Geek Thulu just gets hard at the thought of maybe 1% of them watching his shit.
I've actually never watched any of. What does he do? Like, what kind of content does the guy even make?
Couldn't tell you.
Andy
He's
Warski?
on Warski sometimes.
Geek Boo. I don't know.
Oh,
He used to hang out with Liz Reptile. Maybe that's why he's into Andy. Ranter, you were the one who brought up the comparison.
Oh yeah, I want you to picture Liz Reptile's voice. Now I want you to imagine it with about 30% more fucking estrogen, and then give it the Warski stutter. And does that or does that not sound like Andy fucking Warski?
No, that sounds like
Failure.
Eponorian with a fucking stutter.
No, like just the whole gravelly fucking hey guys. And it's like I don't give a shit about Andy's content. When he's like with other people who can like take the majority of the fucking talking time, he's funny because he'll pop in, say something funny, laugh at himself, call himself a retard, and go back to listening. But when he's just
walk
solo
off
on a
for a coffee
fucking
break.
stream, I want to rip my fucking ears off.
I
Like
tried.
he's making jokes, they're funny, but it's like sandpaper to the soul.
I started watching the stream from earlier today that Warski did, and I had to stop because he was trying to insult someone. I think it was Schmeckel, and he was stuttering the entire time, and it took him like way too long to come up with an actual attempt at an insult. So I was just, I couldn't do it. I can't.
I mean, to be fair, the stutter is something he has to deal with. It's not like it's an effect of cocaine or anything like that. It can be an effect of cocaine, but his apparently was something else.
Yeah.
But no,
But
like
it is hard to listen to.
It's the fact that he takes it's a stutter combined with the fact that he takes a bit too long to come up with an insult. It's like he's
A little slower than the rest of us.
Yeah.
But speaking of the stream from earlier, see, I actually was watching Kumite, then I found out Andy was going live, so I kind of made another tab for Warski stream, and I watched maybe possibly 10 minutes of it. I can't actually recall how much time I watched of it, but I stopped giving a shit because pretty much a bunch of people were coming into a stream claiming that they were getting timed out, or no, I'm sorry, they were getting banned from the Kumite for doing this and that, and I'm like, those are not bannable offenses by the Kumite standards, and you're just getting timed out. I'm watching you get timed out by other wrenches. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys are goddamn. Warski's fans are probably the worst of this whole thing because they just jump into other streams and talk all kinds of shit. Now, what I did not know, if I had continued watching the stream, I didn't know that about 41 minutes in, Andy decided to take massive swings at you, Schmeckel, stuttering the entire time.
Oh no, I saw that. And the funny thing is, he brings up this conversation, right? Where I reach out to him and warn him about Crazy Hair. She had a website. It had a bunch of people's real names listed. I knew Andy's name was out there. I didn't know if Chris's was or not. Turns out it was the wrong name that she had anyway, at least according to Andy. But what Andy said was that he had ignored me when I reached out. And so that was why I was all of a sudden going at him. I can actually pull up that conversation because there was something that he ignored me in kind of a funny way, you could say. I mean, it's not the typical way I would go about ignoring somebody. But you know, me and Andy are different people. I stopped doing cocaine years ago, for example. I passed high school, for example. All right, so what do we got here?
By the way, the 41 minutes was brought to my attention by none other than American Phoenix. He was the one who actually sent me the link to the stream and said 41 minutes. So I watched, and I started laughing my ass off.
So hard to watch that part. Like it took him way too long to try to come up with an insult for Schmeckel. I was just like, okay, well, this is really painful.
And then what he ended up coming up with was, fuck that guy. He's a faggot. He should have negative subs.
That is
subs.
fucking horrible. That is.
But I mean, this
horrible.
is this here is the message where he was, where I was warning him, where he claims that he ignored me. Now, as you can see, directly after those, or that message there are 3 responses from Warski. I was the last one to speak in that conversation, but he very much did not ignore me. So if he thinks that's why I'm upset with him, I think he might be a little misguided, a little incorrect.
The thing is, Schmeckle, you disagreed with him, and because you disagreed with him, you suddenly you're a faggot.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you disagree with him?
I've disagreed with Warski on many things. Usually, he takes it in stride. I will give him that. Something today pissed him off. It must have been bringing up the money. No, it was when I brought up the liberalist money in the chat. Now, Brockus, you might have a better grasp on the whole liberalist thing than me, because you watch them a lot more than I do. But from what I hear, he was collecting some money for some to buy the trademark, right?
Yeah. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was quite a lot of money. I think it was something like 3K, 30K, somewhere around there, to buy the official the name Liberalist. And I think he specifically bought it in the UK. But I honestly don't remember. I just remember that after talking about it, the very next day, he had a laughing, he was in a very laughing mood, and he eventually said on the stream that he is officially the owner of the title Liberalist. So basically, like, it's trademarked for him.
And it's funny, because earlier today on the Kumite, while Tonka was talking about this, some people were looking into it. The Liberalist trademark in the UK is registered to somebody, or a group of people, a company in Berkshire. And in Canada, nobody owns the trademark. So I'm a little confused about exactly. It certainly did not go to buying the Liberalist trademark. So I think. Go ahead.
Well, no, I think that's what fucked him. In like this big thing now that people are kind of calming down and kind of looking at what Andy said. Like going all the way back to the BetterHelp shit, how Andy fucking jumped on that shit real quick when he's doing the exact same thing he's like going after Shane Dawson for. He agreed to shill something without reading the terms and conditions and without knowing anything about it. Because that was Shane Dawson's defense and that was Andy's defense. In the video where he's like trying to shit on all these other fucking YouTubers for it, people started asking questions. Then, because Tonka brings it up, Andy had basically like said, "Oh, I'll fucking, you scam people too." And he's like, "How? When did I scam anyone? It's not like I fucking offered to buy the fucking Liberalist bullshit. And where'd that fucking money go? Who owns it? Fucking look it up." And no one did. And the purchase of it in the UK just happened recently, and it seemed to kind of tie around what was going on with Sargon entering fucking UKIP. They think it might have been a way to kind of damage control by having someone in the fucking party buy the trademark.
Well, yeah, whoever it was, it certainly was not Warski.
Yeah. So it's like the fact that it's owned in Britain doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big question, isn't it, Leaf? Where'd the fucking money go? Where's the goddamn money?
Wait,
I could tell you where a good portion of the money probably went.
Cocaine?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's an expensive habit, and he manages to fund it, so.
Well, let's not forget all the money he has to feed his fat girlfriend, who under no circumstances should you ever call fat in one of his fucking chats, because he will ban you. Like, all his mods have orders to ban anyone who makes your girlfriend's fat joke.
I did not ever actually say anything, but I noticed she was fat. I didn't know she was fat until I saw pictures. I just didn't care enough. It just somehow popped up in one of my feeds one day. But no, she is not skinny.
No, yeah, don't got a problem with the girl. I'm sure she's
Don't have a
completely
problem.
all right. But yeah, she's certainly on the larger side.
I'm not,
She's Brockus-like in appearance.
but what was I gonna say? She could probably do a lot better than Warski. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, most girls can do better than a cokehead. Yeah, the only chicks who can't do better than a cokehead are cokeheads, or like math heads. You know, there is, I guess, a scale to it, but
And I will say, in her defense, she is a little bit too thick to be either of those things.
yeah. But the one thing you can say for Warski though is he makes money, right? So
Apparently,
she's comfortable. And I guess when they sleep together at night, as long as she's not on top, he's comfortable.
Jeez.
We got $3 from Joseph Kerwin saying Warski believes whatever he's heard most recently. His brain is barely capable of keeping his organs warm. That sounds about accurate, Joseph. He is not a smart guy. The bitching witch in the chat says, is that Sinead? Sinead isn't morbidly obese, but she's not a healthy weight either.
yeah, she's extra thick.
Yeah,
she's
don't have a problem.
like I said, Brockus is a big guy, but she's probably about Jimmy's size.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. I mean, yeah, it's his girlfriend or whatever. He's probably gonna get mad when people insult her, but
I don't know. Kumara doesn't get mad when I call you a cunt.
Well,
That's just speaking truth to power. I mean, that's just honest.
That's just being honest.
I'd always say if I had like a girlfriend right now, don't ever watch the streams I do. I don't. I can't say I'm proud of what I say.
Jimmy, you know damn well if you get a girlfriend, I get to meet her.
That's never going to happen, and by never,
I'm gonna hit on her too.
Never going to get a girlfriend.
Oh, that was mean, Leaf.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. Screw you, bitch.
Yeah, the bitching witch says 90% of the cokeheads I've known are overweight. I was having an argument about that with someone earlier today. Not all cokeheads are fat. The not eating thing, the lack of appetite, they largely goes away if you keep doing it. It's mainly money that makes people not allowed to have both.
Okay.
For example, picked drugs. Now I much
That
prefer
explains your
food.
stunted growth, you fucking midget.
I'm not that short. I'm pretty short.
You are a tiny man.
I'm still taller than Jimmy. I am still taller than Jimmy.
It could be.
Jimmy's only 5'8", something like that.
See, I'm picturing Jimmy 5'8", a little bit chunky, like you mentioned. Is he like a fucking pale ass Thanos? Like, you just got the big ass chin, big ass forehead.
Well, big forehead.
He does have an ass chin.
No,
okay.
My chin is smooth, just small.
Oh,
I say
small.
smooth.
Oh, yeah, that's not really Thanos. You can't be Thanos with a small chin.
No, I can't.
Sorry.
I can't be Thanos. Yeah, no, I ain't got that.
I mean, you got the gauntlet, but I'm sorry, man. We need to change the lore. We need to replace the avatar because you can't do it. Can't pull it off.
It's my art. I do whatever the fuck I want.
You're gonna have to dress the monkey in a fucking janitor outfit. Be realistic, Jimmy.
Yeah, it could be.
Anyway, back to Andy. This thing right now wasn't the only time he's done that this week. He confessed to Blair White, and then yesterday I think he was having a go at Jeff again. You might recognize those as beefs that have been done for a long time.
And then today it was Tonka. Tomorrow it's also going to be him going after Tonka.
Oh yeah, Tonka will be at least a 3-day thing.
I think it's gonna turn into a really weird obsession.
He lost Franny.
Maybe there's a weird like love triangle going on where Geek's in love with Andy, but Warski's in love with fucking Tonka. Just saying.
It's pretty.
Don't you have to end the triangle with Tonka being in love with Geek?
No. It just
No?
ends there with Tonka not being in love with Geek. Tonka's in love with Vamp, I think. I don't know if Tonka ever uses those words, but I'm pretty sure he does love her. Kikichi, what the fuck
Maybe. I'm not sure I could actually see Tonka saying those words.
I don't see him saying those words either.
No, he would follow the Red Foreman rule. What was it? When you're drunk, when you're crying, and then something else. When a man can say "I love you" and for it to be okay.
Is that a cat?
Yeah, my cat was angry that I was not giving her attention.
Is your cat still a meth head?
What? Oh, my cat.
Still,
she's still retarded, very much so. The other day, she got stuck inside the plastic water bottle case again.
Don't
know how
you should just get it put down. It's retarded.
You're so mean. I would never do that to her.
No, her cat has been retarded since birth. She was a retarded kitten. It's now a retarded cat.
Listen, I fixed the...
Well, she shouldn't have put it down at birth.
I fixed the issues when she was a kitten. She used to be really, really aggressive. She is no longer really, really aggressive. Just slightly aggressive.
Just slightly aggressive. That's so much better.
It is a lot better than getting bitten every time you try to pet her.
Yeah, and if you put her down, you'll never get bitten.
Also, she used to be scared of everything. Brushes, books. She attacked a book once when I was reading it, and I moved it, and she jumped. I don't know. She seemed to have a weird issue with books.
Wait. So your cat attacks books, goes after anything that moves. Is Warski your cat?
No. Warski is a lot more retarded than my cat, and that's sad.
Can we put him down?
I have seen this cat run into a wall chasing nothing. Her cat is retarded.
Would it really surprise you if you saw Warski do the same thing?
I have a feeling if you gave him a big enough super chat, he'd take more acid, shave his head, and light his other nipple on fire.
Like I said, he makes his money.
I think it was the nipple going on fire is when I stopped watching Andy Warski.
I held out longer than most of us.
Yeah. I still gave him a chance, but once that happened, I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done with this nonsense.
Yeah, it's Lionel Valentine says, didn't Warski actually do that though? Yeah, that was the joke, Lionel. Warski set his nipple on fire, and then for some reason did a bunch of handstands. Good core strength on the guy though. Impressive core strength. I'll give him that.
I saw the one where he fell off his chair. That was the best clip.
It was definitely. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I don't wish Andy. I don't want bad things to happen to Andy. I just want Andy to be a better Andy. You know, maybe change his name. That way he doesn't even have to be an Andy. He could be like, Andy, be the best Jim you can be.
He's fucking trying.
Be Jim. I know he's trying.
He's trying so hard. I made an expose video repeating everything I heard on the kill stream. Give me money. The fuck?
Well, of course he's going to do that because people give him money.
If people
all I
stopped
had to do was
giving money, he'd probably change tactics.
If people stopped giving him money, he'd go work at Burger King.
If people stopped giving him money, maybe he wouldn't be doing cocaine anymore.
Well, here's
maybe
my
you could get a nice desk job. You'd be a gopher.
Like he's
What's your thing, Randy?
I think his fan base isn't there for him. They're there for the shit he puts himself in.
Exactly. The viewers are there to make fun of him. He's there to be mocked. He is. He thinks he's the fucking ringmaster of a fucking circus. He's the clown. And you know,
would it be fair to put him on Chris Chan levels? Would it be fair to put him on Chris Chan levels where he's just people just They're not there
Give him 10
because of
years.
him. They're not there for him. They're there because of him.
When Warski gets banned from GameStop, then you can put him on Chris channel.
$3 from Joseph Kerwin. How does Andy make his girlfriend wear the vamp candy mask? And how often does Andy make his girlfriend wear the vamp candy mask and suck in her gut? I don't know.
God.
How often do you really have sex in between masturbation sessions? I figure he's just spent all the time. Their sex life has to suck. I really wish I could ask her that. But I don't think it's too bad to say that Andy is self-destructive.
It's very true.
Andy is the worst thing to happen to Andy in any given situation.
Are you saying
Andy is Andy's worst enemy? Yes. Every 6 months, he'll have a good period. He'll have a little breakdown like this. He'll take some time, guys. He'll come back and he'll be all right. And then roughly 6 months later, you get this.
He kind of came back and then immediately had a breakdown over the broski and optic shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Like literally the first day he came back, he had a breakdown.
Well, I get it to a degree. You got to capitalize on drama to get those views, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you become a completely different type of whore when you decide to make the drama, rather than just have fun with the drama.
That is true.
Yeah. I don't think Andy was the first one to question the scars. I think that was Cog.
Well,
But I mean, Andy saw that and he was just like, I'm there 100%. I'm gonna make this my thing.
Cog didn't make it super public immediately. That was Warski. He didn't even
Yeah, of course it was.
talk to either of them to ask for clarification, which clarification was given multiple fucking times throughout the stream.
Yeah, that was the one thing that it really ties back to what Ranter was saying at the start. Warski doesn't do his research. Like I don't do my research, but I have people I trust do my research for me. That way I'm informed to a degree. Warski will go, oh hey, somebody said this shit's fake. Yo guys, why you faking?
Yeah, I know.
These guys didn't put the money where they said they would. Guys, why the fuck you do that? Meanwhile, on stream, oh, by the way, here's what we're gonna do with the fucking overflow, guys.
Yeah, I know that was said so many times.
Oh, with the fucking, he tried to claim Tonka had taken the liberalist money.
Where did that come from? Like, what?
There was a stream on the Kumite where they were talking about the liberalist shit, about buying the trademark, and a couple people donated. I guess saying this is for the liberalist shit, and Tonka flat out said Andy was fucking there. That money is not going to go to the fucking liberalist shit. Don't donate to me for the fucking liberalist shit. I'm not buying the fucking liberalist shit. Go to Andy. That's the guy you want to talk to. If you donate to me, it's going into my fucking super chat at the end of the month. Andy was sitting there and somehow doesn't remember.
So out of you and Warski, whose memory is worse?
I'd like to say mine, but I think I'd remember something like that. Things that involve where the fucking money goes. My memory sucks, but I know where my money is. Anyway, I'll be right back. Jimmy's in charge.
Hey,
Jimmy.
Yeah, apparently. So I mentioned this before we went live, but to anyone watching right now, I had I did some work for Andy a little while back. I did some t-shirt designs for him, and instead of getting paid because I thought this would be nice. This is when we were still good friends with the proper villains. And Antoine was having his little housing issue situation. I actually said, don't pay me. I don't want the money. Could you please shout out my friend's fundraiser? Because, he has a kid and all that kind of stuff. And they needed, they needed a home. They needed something to help them out in this. I think it was like a divorce thing going on. I can't remember right now. It wasn't looking good. So I just thought, well, let's do this. And he said he'll give him a shout out as soon as the store goes live. As far as I can tell, the store never went live. The T-shirts were never put up. And after that, the fundraiser ended, and I never heard back from Andy. All right, I should be correct. I got it from his assistant, coworker, friend, whatever, the Asian Andy. So, I mean, this situation happened, and I wanted to help out someone, and the opportunity got missed. So, that's my story with Andy. Hello?
No, I'm just listening, man. I was letting you. It's rare when you get to go on a full diatribe, so I was letting you go.
Yeah, no, not a problem. And some people would come in and chime in on that. It was just it got eerily quiet. I went, oh fuck, did my internet fuck up on me?
No. I get what you're saying about that. And I wouldn't say that was a direct slight by Andy towards anyone. It's probably just something he fucking forgot because it's fucking Andy.
I really am convinced he has a worse memory than Schmeckle. The guy forgets what's said on stream a couple minutes later. Even Schmeckle can at least remember 5 minutes.
What are we talking about?
Hi, Schmeckle.
What are
How's
we
it
talking
going?
about?
I was just saying how I'm convinced Warski has a worse memory than you because he forgets what's said on stream a couple minutes after it's been said, and you could at least remember 5.
Yeah, I mean, 5, maybe even 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Drugs will most of my memory issues come from taking a torque under the head. But I mean, drugs, booze, it'll fuck with your head. It'll fuck with your memory. And Warski's probably not doing as much coke as I used to. But Warski's doing a lot more coke than most of you could afford. Let's say that. I can't tell you that. I should say allegedly, apparently, ostensibly. That's even better. The way Andy presents himself leads me to believe that he is on large amounts of cocaine.
So Joseph Kerwin's in the chat saying, "Wait a week, Andy will veer into into a cavern."
Ravine. How the fuck did you get cavern out of that?
Oh my god.
What the fuck is a cavern?
Ravine with an R.
Oh, god damn it.
It's a body of water.
My eyes
Oh
are
my
fucking
god.
now.
Oh god. Ruckus, are you okay?
No.
This is Andy Warski's fault.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
No,
And
actually,
talking about him is
apparently-
actually making Brockus dumber.
No. By Andy's standards, apparently everything is Vamp Candy's fault. So this is Vamp's fault. My eyesight is fucking with me.
Wait,
Did you
what?
read the,
What's Vamp's
Streamlabs?
fault? Did I read the Streamlabs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But what was he saying was Vamp Candy's fault?
Apparently everything.
Yeah.
He accused Vamp of doing gay ops or something. I'm just like, bitch, when? Vamp is
I mean,
not someone who does gay ops stuff.
Vamp is I won't say Vamp's a good person. Vamp is a good person, but that doesn't matter. Vamp is an open person, an honest person.
Yes.
She's no Geek Thulu, for example. And that's essentially what Andy was trying to compare it to last night. Fucking Geek Thulu. And it was funny as shit. He makes this claim. She makes fucking fake DMs and accuses people of shit they haven't done. She's like, when did I do that? And then he answers, shut the fuck up. And she's like, no, if you're gonna accuse me, when did I do that? And he's like, shut the fuck up.
And he said apparently he does not need proof. I'm like, it's kind of how it works when you're making accusations. Like, I don't go accusing people of being pedophiles, for example, without proof that they were, you know, trying to do stuff with people they thought were underage.
Exactly.
You gotta have evidence.
It's a standard that a lot of people are missing lately. You got your claim over here, right? And you got your end result over here. And if there's no evidence in between them, is nothing, because nobody cares, because you're just spitting bullshit. If you can't back up your words, don't fucking say them. I mean, I could break down why I think Andy Warski's a cokehead, but that seems more like a video thing.
Now, when did he start making these accusations to Vamp's face? Was that before or after he decided he was now rice gum and started calling her irrelevant?
I believe they were around the same time, actually. Same stream.
It was a stream.
But no, he likes to do that. Like, back with the fucking crazy hair shit. Do you know who I am? It's just like, Andy, shut the fuck up. Too much ego for such a little man. Like, the same thing with Vamp. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? And then today, somebody asked him about Broski, and he's like, oh, who's that? It's like, you know who the fuck these people are, Andy. Don't try and play that game.
Wait, was he trying to pull the fucking mundane Matt when fucking Keemstar jumped in? He's like, oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's Keem. Like he was gonna try to.
I forgot Mundane Matt pulled that, but yeah. Yeah, he pulled the same type of bullshit. Like, oh, who's that?
That's a bad play to mimic Matt. That's a bad play.
It kind of makes people wonder where else you mimic Matt, Andy.
Interesting.
Yeah, you like boulders? I know you like rock.
What did you say, Brockus?
I said interesting move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for them.
Oh god, no, it's All right, how about this? To show how fucking horrible Warski's memory is, on the stream today, and this is what other people have said, including fans of his, that he was saying that Tonka had paid to dock someone when Andy himself was the one who read the screenshot and openly fucking said, no, this is him putting out a bounty for information from people who have been fucked over by Zeph. If he's doxed you, if he's done any shady shit, let me know. And we'll put it out there for people to let him know he does this shit. And he put a bounty out for it. It wasn't for Zeph's docs. It wasn't for anyone's fucking docs. And Andy fucking self-explained it. But now, all of a sudden, oh, I'm getting money from all the Donga posters from Jim's chat. Better make him fucking happy. Let me just see what they're saying. Oh, yeah, he doxes people. Yeah. When Warski read the fucking proof in that situation. That's the
thing. I could not remember what thing it was today where he forgot like 2 minutes later. That was the thing.
Yeah, so Andy...
This was in February when the stream happened, when he talked about, no, Tonka didn't dox anyone.
Yeah, I know. I did not watch the stream. I only saw what Tonka had tweeted about with the screen caps and such. And I read the comments, and someone had said he forgot like 2 minutes after reading those out and tried to say that Tonka was a doxer. I'm just like, wait, what? How do you... like, even Schmeckle does not fuck up that badly when it comes to his memory.
I am so fucking tired of that goddamn topic being brought up. It's just annoying at this point. Like, nobody actually believes this shit. And anyone who does legitimately try to fucking believe this shit is clearly fucking retarded, lying out of their ass, or just spurgy as fuck. No, I don't think even Andy fucking believed it. He's just
Andy does not believe it. Exactly. Andy... I don't think Andy fucking forgot this shit. I think Andy knows, and it's something he thinks he can use against Tonka, because Andy apparently is not smart enough to know that you can go back and look at old streams.
It wasn't even an old stream. It was the same exact stream.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Andy. Yeah.
Tonka doesn't dox.
No, Tonka does not dox. But he jumped around so much in that fucking stream. At one point, he was trying to claim the Tonka's viewers are bots. So now Andy's doing the whole Russian bots thing. You know, it's really weird. You know, that he'll have like 600 people watching, but only 30 in the chat. And, you know, there are like 200 people that show up right when he starts. And that's like, yeah, Andy, he's got a fan base. No, he thinks they're fucking bots. Andy is...
You know, you can click on this little notification thing to get notified when a channel goes live. And you can also set a reminder for streams.
Exactly. Andy is the left. Except
also,
with more coke.
There's a lot of people who often will be in the chat of a stream an hour or so before the stream actually starts.
Oh yeah, and that's something the Kumites had for a long time. They've had their fans who are fucking waiting around before they go live.
Yep.
No, Andy's pulling shit out of his ass. He's grasping at fucking straws.
I just really want to know what his stance is on the whole Kavanaugh stuff, because if he goes on a rant about accusing people of things without evidence, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Same shit. He does the same shit.
No, see, Andy is... like I said on the Kumite today, Andy's a bigger whore than I am. Andy will do whatever he can to get his fucking dollar at the end of the day. Every 6 months or so, when interest starts to fade because all they're getting is Andy, that means stirring up drama. This time around, I guess he didn't have anything new, so he just started stirring up old shit. He's a shadow of the guy he used to be.
Are you saying that Warski went dark for a few months, built up all this evidence against people he didn't like in a coordinated plan to get revenge on everyone who laughed at him? Is he Kraut? Has Warski turned into Kraut? Because isn't this the same goddamn shit Kraut did? Or he comes back and he's immediately making videos about Aiden. He's making videos about everyone else who fucking laughed at him in JF.
Actually, I would not say that Warski is like Kraut, because Kraut openly said that when he came back, he would be going after those people. He admitted to it. He didn't say, I'm leaving and gonna try to fix my issues or whatever, and then come back and have a meltdown immediately. No, he said he was definitely made it clear he was going to be going after those people. That was
I mean, Warski's going to Warski. Warski's always going to freak about anything if it's something he's fucking planned.
Yeah, Warski, he's, again, cocaine. He's got a very, very short fuse. It's very easy to set the guy off. AP tried to explain it today as Warski's been betrayed a lot, so he's kind of always ready to pounce. I don't think it's that. He's fucking, what, 30 years old. He's probably been betrayed about as much as every 30-year-old. You know, he's just not... How do I say he's not a smart guy without saying that? I don't want to be mean to him.
Fuck it, just be mean.
So you have clearly lost plenty of brain cells to make yourself less intelligent than any other human being we have ever encountered, and this includes the ones who were born with a short stack.
Well, that's exactly it. I don't think he's been right from the start. I think Andy probably does legitimately have those issues he says he has from his babysitter or whatever it was. But I mean, you're looking at a guy who's fucked up, fucked in the head. You know, not all there, not at least all properly there. A little bit rattled, like a little bit of a mix between a personality disorder and like just what happens when you get hit in the head too many times, something like that.
Also, the drug.
Exactly. You have a guy like that, also on cocaine.
No.
What you're gonna get is
fuck you, Schmeckle. No, fuck you. No, him having anything fucked up in the head, that's not a fucking excuse. He's still responsible for his fucking behavior. And the shit that comes out of his goddamn mouth.
I'm not saying he's not responsible.
He's just saying it.
I'm just saying it's a bad fucking mix. You don't take someone like that and pump him full of coke.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. Okay, two things I got to point out. One, we have another Streamlabs from Joseph Corbin for $3. How often does Andy take his make his girlfriend wear the Vant Candy mask?
That was already read.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah, 20 minutes ago, Brockus.
My bad. I had to step away from the fucking computer for a few minutes. I got a phone call. The other thing I wanted to bring up was Lionel Valentine is in the chat saying, Schmeckel, this is the Cuntstream. Be a cunt. He has a point.
Like, I don't know
Fair
why
enough.
you're nice.
Well, you know, I just don't want to hurt the guy's feelings.
Who cares about his feelings?
He's a little sensitive, you know? I don't want to set him off, make him have a tantrum.
No,
But
dude, he went after failure. Fuck him.
If you
Fuck
can have a tantrum, Schmeckel, you can do another stream and make more money.
That's true. That's true.
You know, that's actually, I'm kind of.
And your girlfriend and your mother are fat, and they have disgusting fat lesbian sex.
Look, I get pissed off when people fucking go in on Vamp because, like, she doesn't fucking deserve it, and usually she's not doing anything in particular to deserve that kind of hire. I get pissed off when fucking people are just making blatant fucking lies simply to try to get under Tonka's skin because they don't like Tonka, because Tonka disagreed with one of their favorite YouTubers, whatever the case is. But when you go after failure, you fucking really pissed me off. How dare you, sir? Failure accomplished, aka failure terminated. Failure is fucking wonderful. Don't ever think that you can go after failure and talk some mad shit on failure and say horrible things about failure, and I won't get fucking heated.
Now failure doesn't like me very much, but I don't have an issue with the guy. I'm not going to go bashing on him because I, again, don't have an issue with him.
I love that fat Cuban bitch. Now I don't like you very much, Leaf.
Leaf doesn't have a fucking issue with him. That's one thing, but failure did nothing but help Andy.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know. I very well know. I don't understand why Warski went after failure. To me, it doesn't make sense.
No, it seems like a bad decision just based on losing that help. Never mind all the rest of it. But again, it comes back to Andy's not smart.
Can I tell you what it means to me in a way that might translate to you Canadians? It's like, say all the fucking E-celebs are fucking hockey players, because they're all fucking E-celebs at this fucking point. Fuck what they say. And they're in this shootout, and the dude misses, and or there's some kind of fucking foul, and instead of going after the dude that fouled him against the dude he's actually pissed off, he jumped out the ring, chased down the fucking mascot, and started curb stomping it. Like, how the fuck are you gonna go?
That sounds about accurate. I'm telling failure you called him the mascot, though.
Oh, dude, he's a cuddly teddy bear. He's
I disagree. He can be very nice, but
bear's got claws, motherfucker. Bear's got claws. Winnie the Pooh will cut a bitch.
Sure. Also, Schmeckel, you never showed me the thing you did, the thing you made about Warski, the rap.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send you that. It'll be out later tonight. My guy's just fixing it up right now. Yeah, it actually covers a lot of the points we've talked about here tonight. The big thing that gets me with Warski, and we've seen it twice this week, 3 times if you count Blair, but he won't go after the man; he'll go after the woman.
Yep.
That was not a Blair tranny thing. That was, he went after Blair just by herself, but he'll go after Vamp instead of Tonka. He'll go after Memory instead of Jeff.
Well, he did actually go after Tonka today, and is going after Tonka again tomorrow on stream.
After Tonka started calling him out. A little bit different.
Lips.
All right, let me see this. All All right, it's taking too long to load. Brockus, read it.
Joseph Kerwin for $3. Brockus struggles along even with his brainworms. Andy being a porn addict druggo isn't an excuse.
You have brainworms?
Apparently, I don't know. It's
That's the new part of the lore, apparently.
It's now added into the lore. I have no control over this.
Wait, are the brain worms like fucking tentacles that fucking fell off her fucking tentacle covered half Japanese dick? They just kind of wormed their way into your brain.
See, it came from fucking the rubber duckies.
Oh.
Jesus. But now that Andy's pornography addiction has been brought up, I would like to ask a question to Brockus and Jimmy. It's been a long time, obviously, for both of you since you've had contact of a sexual nature with a lady, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you ever, at any point in your life, owned 40 gigs of porn?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ!
No,
What, you didn't know
Yeah,
that?
that's a lot of fucking porn, isn't it?
I don't pay much attention to Warski, so no, I did not know that.
I have never downloaded that much porn.
Jesus, that's a lot.
I
40
think
gigs
that's
of fucking
excessive.
VR porn.
Damn!
40 gigs of VR porn.
I don't
And he would
understand. Like,
he'd say he was leaving for coffee. He'd say he was leaving for coffee, walk away from the stream, and go jack off, then come back.
He has a girlfriend. Like, why does he?
She was out of town at the time.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
she had
the,
Bullshit, she was out of town at the time. This went on for months.
Yeah,
He
she
had
was
he
out
was
of town.
leaving regularly throughout his stream, like not just once per stream.
That's really okay.
wasn't there also a situation where it found out that Andy was having sex with another woman, and then it was big controversy, and then later on they were like, "Well, no, I mean we agreed it's okay that we'll have an open relationship."
I didn't know that.
What?
Can anybody else confirm? Is that a real thing?
Are you saying Warski
Is
became a
Andy's
cock?
girlfriend out fucking other guys?
Yeah, he got
Yeah, because you know Andy's not out picking up chicks.
No, he did. That was him who was sleeping with other women.
Oh.
Well, yeah, the first time around, but if they have an open relationship, she's the one getting laid most of the time. He's at home with his fucking VR porn.
Well, okay,
I
at
don't
least
know
in
if that's
this
true,
part-
though, so nobody take that as fact.
No,
But I would like to add it to the lore.
Hmm.
I trust Jimmy. He's my trusted source. He's much more trustworthy than Geek Thulu, so I'm going to go with
I
it.
think pretty much anyone is more trustworthy than Geek Fulu is.
I did want to say this part though. I've never seen VR porn, so I don't know. Maybe it's really good.
Do you know what's better than porn? Porn, Semaj. You know what's better?
Real woman?
Fucking sex. Gee, no,
Well-
you don't. I would maybe use it. No, you would go fuck.
No. Yeah, sex is better than porn, and when you have something you can have sex with, someone. What is Sinead? Irish? Yeah, something you can have sex with.
Oh God.
Then you have sex with that something, right? You don't.
Jack off to
Yeah,
VR porn.
Girlfriend's in the house. You got a big ass fucking headset on and your dick in your hand. What the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, you just picture it now. Andy Warski, fucking headset on, scrawny ass body just hunched over.
I don't want to picture that. I did not want to picture that. I'm going to kill myself.
Do it live on stream.
I will.
Yes, please,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, I don't understand the VR porn in the first place. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with just looking at a computer screen. But 40 gigs, he's leaving streams to go jack off. Jacking off rather than fucking his admittedly large girlfriend. It doesn't make sense to me.
She's supersized with a side of fries, motherfucker.
Like, Brockus, what if I told you you could fuck a fat Irish chick?
I think I'd pass.
Okay. You just keep jacking off too?
I don't think.
Maybe that's why.
I don't think I would really want to hook up with a fat Irish chick though. Like a thick Irish chick, yeah. Kind of chubby.
Well, see, that's the thing. Maybe he doesn't want to fuck her either. You know? Sorry, babe. If you had, I just got off. I'm sorry. I totally would have though. Totally would have next time.
Wait. Could it be possible that the reason fat chicks are always harping on about how evil porn is, they're doing that because when guys are able to jerk off, they can't get laid?
Pretty much. I mean, that's one of the arguments that some people make about porn.
Probably the more religious types, I guess. You know,
also, you got to tell me what you mean by fat, because Schmeckle, you have a very different definition of fat to me.
Leaf agrees with me, probably about Jimmy's size, right?
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Yeah, no. I don't go whale harpooning. That's not my thing.
Or do they call it harpooning in Ireland? Figured they'd have like some Gaelic word.
Goddamn Semaj.
But let's not focus too much on the girl. Like I said, I'm sure she's a nice person. We're just making fun of Andy because he's fucking somebody who's unattractive. The fucking porn, the fucking coke, you know what it all adds up to? Andy's broken. Andy may have at one point been a proper human being. Something broke Andy. Something hurt Andy. Something tore at Andy's very soul and destroyed the man that used to be, leaving behind just a little scrawny, pale, pasty shadow. Yeah, he would have been a fucking businessman.
Wait, what?
Someone wrecked that. You asked how do we fix him, Leaf?
Yeah, how do we?
You can't fix him.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
You can't fix him.
Guess your shit out of luck.
He's just broken.
Rest
All right,
in
well, we got-
Warski.
What's that?
I said rest in peace, Andy Warski.
Exactly. You know, the man he could have been dead. It'll never happen. It's you ever see off on the horizon in the morning, you know, you're looking, the sun's coming up, everything's beautiful, and for a second you get that feeling of hope? Nope. Not for Andy. Hey, it's gone. It's dead. He wakes up in the morning, he sees the sun, and he goes, wow, my eyes hurt. I'm on too much coke. Fuck, my pupils are huge. Then he crawls back into bed, sleeps for a couple hours, wakes up, does some blow, and goes and does a fucking live stream. Andy fucking Warski. I don't even know how to phrase it. He's like if a toddler did cocaine and it didn't kill them, but they ended up brain dead. He's the feeling that his parents would feel. Andy Warski is the feeling that you get when your child becomes brain dead.
I feel like you just described me, and I kind of hurt a little inside.
I feel like he described The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah, that show is horrible. Oh, man.
You put a little makeup on Andy, he's not looking great these days. He's thinning out.
Could be why he grew the beard.
Yeah, he kind of grew a beard. $3 from Joseph Kerwin saying, Brockus has a single man's definition of fat. Yeah. Brockus and Jimmy, well, they also have a fat man's definition of fat.
Yeah, because like there are some women that I would definitely go for that fucking Schmeckle would never go for, and he would call them fat, but it's like they're not really fat.
Yeah, one of your exes, for example.
Yeah, she fat.
But I mean, at least you were Jimmy. If you were, to give in and go out and fuck a fat girl, you wouldn't keep her, right?
I fucked
I mean,
her.
you shoo her out the door in the morning, right?
Probably.
There's a good chance of that. Thanks for the
I mean,
sex. Get the fuck out.
especially an Irish one. Can't get over that part. Like, our fucking accent here in Canada is bad enough, but the fucking Irish.
I like the Irish accent. How dare you?
It's
You
fucking
like
awful.
chicks with dicks. Your opinion's invalidated.
Yeah, that too.
My opinion's very valid. Go fuck yourself.
Now, speaking of chicks with dicks, the reason, for those in the chat who are wondering why we keep taking pot shots about Andy's girlfriend, again, she is probably a very nice girl. Nothing against her. Andy gets very, very sensitive if you call her fat. But he'll also sit there and make fun of Vamp for apparently being a tranny. It kind of seems like Andy has different standards for Andy than he does for the rest of the world. And by that, judging on his girlfriend, Andy's standards for Andy are pretty low.
Ooh.
Last pot shot at her, I promise.
Wait, okay. No. So, okay, Jeremy06 in the chat said, could the thumbnail for this be Brockus going Captain Ahab on a white whale with red hair?
Oh.
Semaj, we may have just found our thumbnail, or at least an alt thumbnail, because god damn it, that is too funny to not want to do.
I've actually, I'm almost like halfway done the thumbnail, believe it or not.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
Ooh.
Then maybe we can save the harpooning thing for a later stream or something.
Something tells
Yeah,
me.
Brock is fucking a fat Irish chick will come up again. Don't worry.
I do like the Irish ladies. I've got a weakness for the redheads.
All right, I'll be right back. Anyone but Brockus is in charge.
He hunts the whale by taking in a thing of Irish soap and puts it into the water and waits.
I get ready to go and hunt the whales by downing half a bottle of whiskey, rubbing myself with Irish Spring soap, and then shoving the rest of the whiskey up my arse.
Whoa.
Rectal feeding.
I've got to make sure I'm
Really
drunk.
huge things, Brockus.
That is that's not something you share with the internet, friend.
You gotta get freaky to get the Irish ladies.
Mm.
But what if
You know, you
Brockus
should make
is a
the
fat
thumbnail.
Irish chick? I'm fat, I'm Irish, but I'm not a chick. All the
oh.
time. Ooh. Why am I being so down on myself tonight? Jesus Christ. It's like every other fucking minute I just saying another joke that kind of brings me down, and I'm like, what is it? Why do I hate myself tonight? Is that what's happening? We got another
think
stream
so.
clips. We got another stream clips from Joseph Kerwin, so let me go ahead and check this out. $3 from Joseph Kerwin. How often has Andy's girlfriend had to wear the vamp? Oh, that is
The one that you read before.
Why the fuck does it keep... I've refreshed this thing. Oh, no, he actually said it again. How often has Andy's girlfriend had to wear the vamp mask, a corset, and a strap-on? Weekly. That's
Ooh.
Sunday nights. It's Sunday nights for them.
Yeah, like at the most. I doubt they're having sex more than once a week. His dick's too tired. You can't jack off as much as Andy jacks off and have a whole lot of spare time or energy for sex.
You probably could, but cocaine.
Then again, you know what? Cocaine makes it harder, not easier.
No. Cocaine can also make your dick not work at all.
Oh, I know. Remember, did coke for a long time.
Oh, fair.
You reach that certain level of high. Yeah. It's not that your dick won't work. It's that it'll keep working. It just won't reach the fucking ending zone.
Okay. Well,
you'll just fuck, and you won't be able to do anything with it. It's very frustrating.
So
That's why he has to jack off so much. He never
Semaj
finishes.
doesn't have to actually do the thumbnail because somebody took it upon themselves.
It needs the red hair.
Yeah, the whale needs red hair. Still. Fucking awesome.
Man, Andy's gonna be mad you're hitting on his girlfriend.
With a fucking harpoon.
When you redo that little picture, put a bunch of empty whiskey bottles in there on the boat. Maybe even have one flying off it. Just a show. Irish.
But anyway,
Bailey's is what I'm thinking of.
Andy likes to, when somebody fucks up during his streams, he'll always end up talking about how they could fix things, right? Like with one mundane match, shit like that. What they'd have to do to kind of repair themselves. I don't think Andy's at any risk of losing his audience immediately. It's happening gradually. It's been happening gradually.
Yeah.
But if Andy wants to really fix himself, and Andy, this is honest advice from me to you. It's not even going to be mean. Promise. Stop doing so much coke. It's bad for you, man. You can't handle it. You're not doing it well. You do a bunch of coke. I know you're making a bunch of money. You got some fans. You start to get that type of headset, right? Don't do that much coke if you can't not be Andy Warski when you're doing that much coke. You know, because right now, being Andy Warski is not a good thing. Right now, being Andy Warski is being you, as you are right now. Stop the coke. You don't even need to stop. Just cut back. Do it at parties. You know, recreationally. Casually. Don't just jam it up your nose. Because right now, you're retarded. That's it. Just don't do coke, Andy. And maybe if you so many times in a day, invest in a good lube. Does that seem fair? I feel like that was pretty fair. Some nice advice.
You need to drink, Schmeichel.
What's that?
You need to drink.
Yeah, I don't have booze.
I can't take this sober Schmeichel nice guy shit. It just creeped me out because I'm expecting the right hook, and it never fucking swings, and I'm like half mass and blue balls. Like, why didn't you finish? Fuck you.
I mean, I could have been mean about that, but it is fucking honest advice. Don't do drugs you can't handle. Don't do drugs to the fact where you're gonna act like a fucking retard. And put your hands up if Andy's not a retard.
Well,
I don't hear anyone speaking up. Oh, Jimmy?
We can't put our hands up because we're fucking don't have our cameras on.
You know what the fuck I meant, Jimmy.
Yeah,
don't be difficult.
I can be difficult if I fucking want. Well, fuck you. I do whatever I want.
Semaj grown balls.
The balls are always there. I just don't care.
They're always only temporary.
Okay, he's slowly...
$3. Joseph Kerwin for $3. Do more coke, Andy. Do all the coke in the world.
Yes.
Why you gotta disagree with me like that, man? I was trying to help him. But yeah, you know what, Andy? If you don't want to cut down on the coke, that is the other way you could fix yourself. Mountains of coke.
I will Tony Montana.
Exactly. I will pay for a scar-faced sized pile of cocaine if you, Andy Warski, will do it all in one sitting.
On cam.
No sharing. And yeah, it's all going to be on camera. I want you to sniff the whole mountain. I'll fund it for you, Andy. My treat.
Well, there's an offer there.
That is a lot of cocaine.
I cannot nearly afford that much cocaine. But I'd take out a mortgage to buy you this cocaine, Andy. As long as you'll do it all. In one sitting.
Oof.
Live.
Oof.
The sound's closer to...
Yeah, I guess that's how it works.
Motherfuckers, I know.
Oh, Will Honorless says, I do cocaine. Will Honorless, is that why your voice sounds like that? I don't think that's cocaine you're doing.
I think he's trying to do
taking like
Dr.
tranquilizer for thumping.
The meth baby does cocaine. What kind of world is this? I went off this timeline.
Says the man dressed as hippie Dr. Roxo. Who the fuck is Dr. Roxo?
What? You don't know Dr. Roxo?
Metalocalypse, motherfucker.
I've seen the show. I never really watched it.
I think you should know exactly who Dr. Roxo is. He's the rock and roll clown, and he does cocaine.
Okay, yeah, the clown. Gotcha.
Oh, thank God. Oh, Schmeckle, you worried me.
I do remember the clown.
Yeah, you know, Trippy Poo.
God damn
No, we're talking about a clown that people watch. Yeah, no, I remember this guy.
I swear to God, every time I look at him, I'm like, are you part gay? I think he's gay.
They kind of alluded to the idea that he might be gay, but then they more so alluded to the fact that he's actually a pedo.
Oh.
He's meant to be the most fucked up rock and roll 80s hairband character in the fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why he fell off the goddamn radar entirely.
Speaking of fucking pedos, AP showed me a cartoon today.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, well, I was on the Kumite.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, what was the show called? It was Nick
Big
Kroll. Big Mouth, that's it.
Yeah.
They got like fully naked, like little kids fucking dancing around and shit. Well, with a fucking furry.
Yeah.
Opinions, Leaf? Two of your favorite things in the same place?
Leaf is muted. She's probably walked away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, either that or people are yelling in the background and she's trying to yell at them to basically get them to stop, but it's only causing a fight, which is inevitably going to create the actual knife fight. And now she's bleeding from the stomach because she doesn't know how to fucking block.
This show. This show. I'd only ever heard of it from a couple months back. Suit Yourself did a video about it, talking about it being like having child nudity and shit like that in it. And then I spoke with Sinatra on the stream at some point, and he said it was actually a funny show. And then today, AP brings it up while I'm on the Kumite.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. I watched the Blunt stream when he was actually talking about that shit, and I'm just like, no, I'm with AP. Fuck that shit. Gas Hollywood.
It's like he said on the stream. Yeah, there are fucking lines you don't cross. There are always limits, right? And naked children is one of those, you would assume. But it's on YouTube. It's on Netflix.
On verified channels.
Yeah, verify. It's the verified Netflix channel. Yeah.
Yeah, disgusting shit like that is promoted on multiple fucking formats, on multiple goddamn fucking sites and shit like that, and nobody sees a problem with it. But AP says a couple of fucking jokes, and all of a sudden, no, he's the problem. AP's the problem. We can't fucking promote AP. We can't promote these people. No, we got to keep pushing really bad fucking ideas hidden inside of more bad ideas.
It's because AP said they framed it as like a body positivity type thing.
Yeah,
you give it a fucking leftist message. But you give it a leftist message, and they're like, okay, this is...
No, it's still not okay.
What our viewers want. No, of course it's not okay, but that's how they got convinced to fucking do it.
Fucking murder is not okay, but, you know, I would not be surprised if there was somebody in Hollywood trying to say murder is totally okay if it's for the right reasons. No, it's not.
You know, what if you murder a pedo?
You didn't hear about the Stephen Colbert writer, Bruckus?
Oh, shit.
I didn't hear about this. What happened?
She made a tweet saying, so who's going to take one for the team and kill Kavanaugh or nah?
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I didn't realize that she was a Colbert writer, and now it makes sense. It makes a lot of fucking sense.
That's Hollywood, man. That's fucking Hollywood.
Yeah, fuck Hollywood. Dude, I did like an hour's worth of just me talking about fucking Hollywood and how I'm sick of their shit, but like I didn't even go into the full depth of my fucking irritation and hatred for Hollywood. That is I'm reserving that for if I ever stream with AP again.
Well, the thing that bothers me, because I reactivated my main Facebook account where I got followers and shit, and I started having discussions with people again, and I started talking about the fucking Netflix shit, and some people were like, well, you know, it's there's cartoon, like the South Park has shown child nudity. It's like, yeah, but it's fucking South Park. It's fucking paper mache shit. It's not fucking anatomically correct children. It's not anatomically correct people with like that art style, but they went into detail that should not have been fucking done for children that young on a show where the entire series revolves around children and sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. The whole show is supposed to be like kids finding out about sex type thing, right?
Like
you'd think one of the important messages you'd want to give to kids is don't go and be naked around a bunch of strangers. I mean, personally, I'm gonna teach that to my kid when she's old enough. You know, don't dance around naked with strangers. I'm pretty sure I was taught that when I was young.
The fuck
I certainly picked it up somewhere. Oh, you ever heard of that show, Big Mouth?
Unfortunately.
Well, did you catch the blunt stream last night?
No, but I am well aware of what happened on the show recently.
Okay, yeah. What do you think of that?
That whole show is disgusting and degenerate and shouldn't fucking exist. I knew there was an issue with it when I saw the trailers for it. I don't know why anybody would say, look at that and say, yes, this is okay, this is going to be a great show, I'm going to watch it. Who is bad from the start.
Yeah, like I said, I had only heard things about it, but the main thing I had heard was from Suit Yourself. He did a video, I think when it first came out, like 6, maybe 8 months ago. Yeah, it's all about kids learning about sex and shit like that. But the big thing he mentions is that there's fucking child nudity in there, and
yeah.
apparently now they're going on with it. More child nudity, but this like specifically, these kids are dancing around with a bunch of fucking naked old ladies and a fucking guy in a fursuit. Like that's something you should be teaching your kids not to do, right?
I think it's a show that I think is designed for an older audience. Even so, it's still on a mainstream network like Netflix, and that's always going to lead to some problems. Out of curiosity, what type of nudity are we talking about here? Because I know of what?
Like full nudity, like.
Okay, so that I have a problem with, because some nudity has been on TV for a while, like the Fairly Odd Parents. You'd see butts, like kids' butts and all that kind of stuff.
Stuff like that's fairly normal, but we're talking like everything. Like AP had to like blur shit out, like he covered it up. But yeah, everything.
And they were all around adults.
Yeah, here's the thing with butts is everybody has a butt. Everybody has a butt. And to address the South Park thing, which is one of the most legitimate arguments I've heard about it. Well, what about South Park? We saw Cartman's dick. If you can compare the squiggle, the microscopic squiggle peeking out from underneath his belly 15 years ago in the fucking South Park movie to producing a cartoon with detailed children's genitalia in 2018, then I have no argument to make you your mind.
There was in The Simpsons, but it was in the movie, which does make a huge difference.
Everybody
saw
has a
parts
butt.
of cock
Okay?
at one point.
Check it out, man. Check it out. Okay, it's the difference between in 3 Men and a Baby. It's the difference between the guys trying to figure out how to change a diaper scene of 3 Men and a Baby and Baby Vagina the movie. It's a totally different
big
thing,
difference,
dude. Okay, you're gonna run into that shit in real life, like in 3 Men and a Baby. You got 3 guys trying to fucking suddenly if somebody drops a baby on them, there's gonna be a fucking contextual scene where they're like trying to figure out how to change a diaper. I fucking get it. And if you sexualize that baby, that's on you. But that is very fucking different from animated 12-year-old naked girls getting their bushes rubbed in their face while a fucking fur fag sings a song to them. Very fucking different. Nick Kroll has
it looked like they were. It looked like they were in a fucking club or something like that. Like,
yeah, take away the fucking disco music. You're watching the beginning of the fucking Crucible, but with Satan being real and a furry. It's fucked up. They've gone too far. Look, I'm not some kind of prude boomer motherfucker. I get it. Look, a lot of shows borrow from the formula of let's look back at puberty and laugh at it because it was an awkward time, a fucked up time, a perverted time, all that shit. I get it. But there's a fucking line. And that line is when you're drawing a 12-year-old girl's vagina. And this didn't just go through an artist. It's not an independent thing. It went through the entire cast, entire crew, the Netflix censors, the producers, the director, right out to you, to the point where it's on YouTube. And we're getting demonetized. Well, this shit is monetized and advertised.
It was a dance scene. Somebody had to fucking choreograph this dance. And then people had to frame animate these naked children.
Yes!
The show was.
And they had to pass those drawings on to other people who looked at them and said, yes, these are good. These should go in the show.
And
then
because they
people
slap
passed
a body positive label on it, they slap a left-wing body positivity label on it, suddenly it's okay? I say no. And then the next argument they want to make is they want to say, well, if you sexualize this, maybe there's something wrong with you. Beat the shit out of anyone making that fucking argument, and I'll tell you why. Don't let someone think there's something wrong with you because you don't want to see fucking naked lolly porn on Netflix. There's nothing wrong with you. You're fucking normal. Something's wrong with the left wing.
This is what happens when Jewish.
No, I'm sorry. You can sit there and say if you sexualize it, it's a show about kids learning about fucking sex.
And but you know what? That in the right context isn't a bad show. South Park kind of borrows from that. You know what I mean? A lot of things. The movie Stand By Me kind of borrowed from that. It's a weird time to look back on.
When the whole show is about learning about sex, you can't say that it's not sexual.
Yeah. Could you not have done this without the naked dancing children? Could you not have made the same point and let the kids keep their fucking robes on?
They can't do that because the creators of the show are Jewish.
I watched a little bit of this fucking shit.
Where's the bell?
He was on Joe Rogan today, and I watched a couple of interviews about it, kind of trying to figure out what this was all about. Nick Kroll says he doesn't understand why these lines exist, and he's going to push those lines. There are so many unspoken wrongs in our society, and we need to challenge
Has anybody ever noticed that Nick Kroll kind of looks a little bit like Jared from Subway?
He kind of looks a little bit like every fucking dirty fucking that needs to go into the fucking... Oh, God, burn Zyklon ovens. Fucking bring the Nazis back. God damn it, I'm ready for him. I'm ready to just abandon my fucking... all of my fucking... everything.
That's one thing.
Republican and being about freedom, fucking... I want authoritarian fucking fascism now. This has gone too far.
If there is anything you can say for the Nazis, that they too hated pedophiles.
They would have done something about this shit. Like I said earlier, this is what could unify us out here, all right? The Kumite community, the fucking Billy Hunters, the Warski ghetto. We all hate pedophiles. Remember, Hasbro was just the beginning. We could all get together and form a unified front against this shit and show them here, now, and forevermore that this will never be acceptable on our fucking internet.
Amen.
AP 2020.
Pedos are actually protected everywhere online by
Are
liberals.
they protected by Kevlar? If not, then shoot them. Every pedophile must fucking die. Everybody who sympathizes with a pedophile must fucking die. Anyone who's ever drawn an underage girl naked in a cartoon must fucking die. And the world will be a better place for you and me.
It will be. But you have
go ahead, please.
Media sources protecting the pedos and even defending the pedos, trying to
get rid of the fucking Jews.
You're right.
AP, I got a theory for you.
Down here's some theories.
Yeah, okay. You remember how the NAMBLA fuckers, the kitty fuckers, did try to hop onto the LBGT shit?
Yes, I do remember that.
Trying.
And they should, we should lure them out of hiding with that by saying that. I think the gay people should be like, yeah, we accept you. Come to Pride. Here, stand in the pedophile section, and then we just fucking mow them down from rooftops.
Well, no. What if they're doing this shit? They're not going the body positivity angle because the gay angle ain't working. They can't get in the alphabet soup, so they're trying to get in with the fatties, hide in their fucking shadows. And
here's why the freaks always want your kids. Here's why the freaks always want to convert kids, because they've got to make the "I was born this way" argument. That's why they want trans kids. They want gender neutral kids, because then they can claim they were born that way. And if you're born with something, what do you have a case for? Civil rights, hate speech. You can no longer fuck with them because they were born that way. That's why they're going after the fucking kids, and don't let them fucking do it. Don't let them do it. Stop it at every corner. Every time you fucking see it, say something. Don't ever be afraid to be called a bigot. If you're a bigot because you don't want to see naked children, so fucking be it.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you just you want to be a bigot. If the word bigot means to move, that moves to mean rather you don't like pedophiles, you don't want to see naked kids, you don't want any of that shit. Oh well, we'll all be fucking bigots.
I'm still rather angry that a pedophile is who got me banned from Twitter, and repeatedly appealed to Twitter saying like, look, this dude's using your website to try to hook up with minors, and they're like, nah, you violated our rules about hate speech. It's like, fuck you.
Yes,
so you should have been like, all right, fuck it, keep my account banned. But also, this guy's a fucking pedo.
What do they define a bigot as? Somebody who's rather realistic, pragmatic, somebody who doesn't put up with pedophilia and shit like that. Accept it as a proud fucking label. You want to call me a bigot? So fucking be it. Yes, I'm a bigot. So be it.
Joseph Kerbo for $3. Question for AP: how would the Sicilians answer the pedo question?
With 2 bullets to the back of the fucking head in the middle of the night. That's how.
But no, I mean, bigot is just another buzzword. Like you can't be bothered by any of them. It's like Nazi.
Just claim it. Whatever they say, claim it. You're a fucking racist. Yes. So what does that have to do with the fucking budget? What does that have to do with the deficit? What does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? Tell me.
I pissed off a lot of black people once because they were defending theft from stores, and I said, you kind of are reinforcing a negative stereotype. And they said I was racist. I'm like,
I don't hate black people. I hate a mentality that prevails in the black community. Black people are fine. The black guy that I fucking watch sports with on Sundays and barbecue with is fucking awesome. There's nothing wrong with him. It's a mentality that is prevalent in the black community, but it's also prevalent in the shittiest parts of the white community too. Yeah. That's why we got niggers and we got fucking white trash and we got fucking cholos. Asians don't put up with that shit. We really don't have low class Asians out there.
There's no Asians like that.
They're all in Hong Kong. If you're a low class Asian, you don't leave Hong Kong.
Well, if you look at China, there are some like that. Yeah, China is bad. Actually, a lot of people hate.
Oh yeah, I guess the homegrown ones, they're just stuck there.
Well, also the Chinese come.
They can't exactly hop a border.
The Chinese are horrible tourists as well.
I bought some blow off Andy, and it's just got me all fucking hyped up. That was a joke. That was a joke. That is my friend. I will never turn on Warski. He never did anything to me. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm not. That was not shade thrown at him for real. That was just because everyone.
AP was backing Andy up earlier today. He gave him the excuse that Andy should probably use. Yeah, Andy, go back, watch the Kumite, say what AP said.
Well, I wasn't trying to give him an excuse. It was because I think good things about Andy, man. I could see how from the outside he might look, like a shithead sometimes. All I can say is, dude, I've talked to the guy behind the scenes, man. He's not a bad dude. He's not out. He's never. I feel comfortable putting my name behind what little name I have behind. Andy never attempted to scam anybody, nor has he ever scammed anybody, nor will he scam anyone in the future. That's not what he's about. He wants to produce the best entertainment possible and make a name for himself in entertainment. Good for him. I applaud that shit. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I don't think the guy's a bad guy. I think, like I said, he's a broken man.
Now that being said,
some
of the things that were said about Tonka from that camp are absolutely not true. What was said about Vamp is mean-spirited and was not right. But you know what? Sometimes you yell mean shit at people when you're mad. So we've got to be able to forgive that if he fucking says, "Yo, I'm sorry, I got mad and I yelled some shit at you on stream."
I just want to know why he went after Failure.
I can't explain. I haven't talked to the guy. I'm just, if you're going to bring up Andy, I'm going to say the same thing I said on the Kumite. Andy has always been fucking awesome to me. I've never seen anything towards me like what I'm seeing towards you guys. I think he owes a few people an apology. Vamp, Candy, Failure, because these are people that I don't think have crossed him and deserve that.
Helps the guy a lot.
Certainly don't hate the guy. I know that the guy's been betrayed a lot. I know people have fucking stabbed him in the back a lot over the last 10 years that he's been on YouTube. And that probably piles up a little bit. Yeah, now, that's no excuse for him to just fire shots and talk him in. But I mean, just, if we're going to talk about Andy, let's be honest, dude. He's taken a lot of fucking shit. I can see why he might be a little on edge. Really see.
Yeah, being on edge, sure. But there's a difference between being on edge and twitching the fucking finger on the trigger, right?
Yeah,
he doesn't just
like I said earlier, maybe he's a little gun shy.
Pulls his load early.
A little quick to pull the trigger. Yes, Andy very quick to pull the trigger. Warski, yes, but that doesn't make him a terrible person. He is still an apology away from fucking everything probably being cool. So,
yeah, and it could happen. Do you think it will?
No, because there's too much pride in that whole group of people between all of them. It's like Vegeta. Hey, Vegeta, apologize to Vegeta. It'll never fucking happen, but that's all it would fucking take, no, neither one of them, Tonka or Vandy's going to apologize to one another. Tonka, frankly, I don't know if he has anything to apologize for from what I saw. He kind of jumped in, started defending Failure, but, on the other hand, if Andy said, hey, man, maybe I was a little quick to fucking yell at you, Vamp, went a little hard on the Beaver, sorry. Failure, I've been stabbed in the back a lot, man, and I'm really paranoid about it. I'm sorry, dude. You've never been out to get me. Boom. I think the shit would probably evaporate. But I don't know. I'm not either one of those fucking guys, nor am I their representative or in any position to speak for any of them. They just all happen to be friends of mine in some internet capacity. So I hate to see bullshit between them.
Yeah, see,
I'm mostly just mad at the chats.
The chat's doing what the chat's gonna do. The chat wants to be fucking entertained, and if a large portion of the chat wants to be entertained by blood, they're gonna cheer for fucking blood, dude. Like the chat is blameless. The people are the zeitgeist. That's who we get we give them what they want. That's our job.
Well, no, my thing is it's like the team sports shit. Like people will flood into the fucking kill stream to talk shit. And the people flood into the Kumite and talk shit. And it's like, it's not even like y'all are fighting for fucking viewership right now. Like, why are you obsessing to the point where you got to run into another chat when between two shows that don't have beef?
It is the still kicking, still warm, dead corpse of internet blood sports, where the crowd loves to be a crowd and loves to fucking boo the heel and cheer the champ. And the bigger champ you are, the more people want to see you fucking fall. And the more they're going to fucking hurt you for it when you do fall, regardless of how many matches you fought. Because you got to be too big and too powerful too quickly. And so people are going to want to see you get hurt. It's fucked up, but that's the game. And we invented it. We built that game. So we've got no one to blame but ourselves for bringing wrestling into fucking YouTube. Now we have a wrestling crowd who wants to see somebody fucking get hurt. Well, it has been a while. That's when we did that. I was part of it to some degree, so I can't blame anyone else for it. Just got to roll with that shit.
It disappoints me because now it's like, if you're a Jim fan, you can't be a Tonka fan. If you're a Tonka fan, you can't be a fucking Killstream fan for some fucking.
I'm a fucking. I just was listening to the Killstream, and I was listening to Warski earlier, and I was on Tonka's show. You can absolutely fucking like everybody.
That's not the vibe I'm getting in the fucking chats. Like, if you say, hey, maybe that thing about this person is wrong, the people on that are on the other side go, oh, you're a fucking fan.
Fuck Spurg, dude. What are we going to mark for Spurg? Dude, fuck Spurgs. Ignore them. That is what
Spurgs are. There's a difference between being a fan of someone and being a fanboy or fangirl.
Yeah, dude. Man, fuck that, dude. Fuck Spurgs. I'm not going to worry about chat Spurgs, dude. You shouldn't either, bro.
Well, no, I think this is. I said it earlier in the stream. I think what Warski fucked up on was he listened to the fucking Spurs. He fucking heard all these rumors. He listened to Geek Through. He listened to all this shit, and he fucking ran with it.
Like, I just don't listen to Geek Thulu. That's something you just don't do. He's not someone you can trust.
Yeah, I think we can all kind of.
This is another one of these things. I've never had a bad experience with him. I've heard some bad things about him, but whenever I fucking sat and played video games or something with him, he's never fucking been like, "Tell me your deepest, darkest secrets." He's been like, "Oh shit, what's that movie you just fucking did with Kin?" So I don't know. Like, I don't get into the ops bullshit, dude. Like, the last time I talked to Geek, I was fucking playing Street Fighter 5. And nothing about any Discord bullshit came into play. We were just talking about fucking playing Street Fighter 5, and that was months ago. So, like, I don't understand all this hate everyone has for everybody else, dude. To me, it seems entirely... It's fun if it's a work, but if it's not a work and everyone's really losing sleep over other people, like, it's getting kind of fucking dumb.
No, if you're
kind of fucking retarded.
If you're losing sleep over anything on the internet, unless somebody's coming to hunt you down or something, you're doing the internet wrong.
You don't like Andy? Don't fucking watch his show. You don't like fucking Tonka? Don't fucking watch his fucking show. You don't like Ralph? Don't fucking watch Ralph Retort.
But
those three shows will be around with or without you.
Yeah,
everyone
unless you all do it.
Voice.
Yeah, within the sound of your voice.
Yeah, a whole 36
they'll be
won't
fine
show
without
up
you
tomorrow.
guys.
I'm sure Ralph will miss you 36.
Yeah, Ralph is gonna cry tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. He's gonna look and he's gonna be like, 36 of my favorite guys.
I don't know, man. It was better. Like, this was all better when we were all just trying to be funnier and better than one another. If you had beef with somebody, you tried to be funnier than them. You tried to do a better show than them, and then everybody wins because there's better shit for the. There's better shit to watch, which translates to more people donating to you, which translates to a happier fucking creator who's more motivated to do fucking more cooler shit. Like, that's how the economy of this bullshit worked. But now it's become like a tabloid mud throwing game, and it's fucking stupid because even if there's rules to it, like no doxing, no doing this, no doing that. But if somebody breaks the rules and doxes you, and that information gets out there, and it wasn't something you needed, that the internet definitely was not going to take kindly to. I'm not saying like pedo shit. Let's just say you beat your wife, for instance, and that shit gets out there, like that 20 years ago you beat up your wife or some shit. Fucking, you're ruined whether or not it was against the rules. We may condemn the motherfucker that doxed you and look that shit up. But at the same time, this ain't a court of law where we just stricken that shit from the record. Your ass is fucked up too.
Yeah,
it was just a lot easier with like with the white YouTuber in my beef, dude. It was real easy, dude. Like, I'm gonna try to be funnier than you. You're gonna try to be funnier than me, and I won.
Whatever happens to Whitey, he like fell off the face of the earth.
He sucked a dick so hard it flew down his throat and killed him.
There were complications with his shoulder surgery. He ended up getting an infection. He's dead.
Wait, he's actually dead?
That's the story I was given.
Oh my god!
I killed him.
Yeah, then again, it could be false. That's the story I was given.
I murdered the white YouTuber. It's true. I'm confessing right now.
You're a horrible person, AP.
You're a traitor to the YouTube ethno state.
Think about what you're saying.
AP is doing God's work. Okay.
Yeah. Killing Whitey made me a bad person all of a sudden.
I'm sure some people give you a medal, AP.
Dual Wheel knows where Whitey is.
Okay, so
History Blum says, AP, when did you beat up your wife? Never. But I'll tell you this, man. In retrospect, I should have beat up my wife.
Afterwards, when you find out what a cunt she is, it's like
I can honestly say on my daughter's life, on the most sacred oath I could possibly give you, I have never laid. There was no beating of my wife going on. Never laid a hand on my ex-wife. But in retrospect, like I said, after everything that after you get taken through the ringer on a divorce and shit, you're like, I should have hit the bitch.
I should have been abusive that whole fucking
time.
I
mean, if I was gonna get it like this, I should have had the fucking. At least I could think back on that time I punched you square in your fucking ugly fat face. But like, no, I've never. She went unmolested.
And then stabbed you in the fucking chest with a steak knife.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's more proof of anything that I'm not a woman hitter. I make a lot of jokes on the internet about slapping.
Did that actually happen?
AP,
yeah. Just with a fucking
yes, dude, I have a gnarly fucking scar from it.
What the hell?
Shit.
I fell asleep. We were in bed, and it was the end of my marriage, and we were in bed, and fucking, it was one of those. The only way I can explain it is: have you ever been so tired that you just keep falling asleep no matter what's going on?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was like 3 a.m. I was going through that, and I fell asleep while this bitch was talking to me for like the 5th or 6th time. This was not the first time. I'm making excuses for a stabbing, but just to let you know why it was maybe worth a stabbing in her mind, because I had been told to fucking pay attention and be awake and listen to my ass chewing a few times. And yeah, I went to sleep unwittingly, and I woke up when that was just 6 times falling asleep was enough, apparently. And
so you just woke up with a knife in your chest?
She had a plate from the kitchen, and it would apparently
not even a clean knife.
Something, yeah, was whatever she was eating while we were in bed.
Ew.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the.
Why was your bitch eating in bed?
Because when you marry bitches, they get fat, dude.
Yeah, but you don't fucking eat pork chops in bed.
I notice you're not. I know. Okay, the location bothers you, but I notice you're not. You're not questioning me on the statement itself.
Oh no.
No, yeah, that was that. Yeah, I've told this story on the Cuntstream before, dude. Like where I've got.
Schmeckle, AP.
I pulled out the scar and turned on my camera last time.
Schmeckle has the worst memory ever.
How can you not remember that? It's the only time I've ever turned on the camera on your show.
Are you sure I was here?
Yes, you're the one I told.
Oh shit. It's the new story to me.
He's actually told this story twice. Once when it was just me and I want to say Semaj and like a couple of other people. And again, when I brought it up and you were like, wait, are you serious?
Oh shit, so I had the same reaction.
But you're sober for the first time in like years, so I'll forgive this. Yeah, so I just kept falling asleep while she was trying to chew me out and be a bitch. And because it was just that time, I woke up very early to go to work. And yeah, I woke up and she had stabbed me in my collarbone.
What the fuck?
Well, that's tripping. A bit of an overreaction, I'd guess.
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
And she still, and even after saying that, where everyone in the chat would obviously be like, dude, you should have hit that bitch. Like, no one would hate me right now for putting hands on that bitch after waking up like that out of a very deep falling asleep. Like when you fall, it's uncontrollable. You're like deep asleep immediately.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're awake and you're like, what the fuck? And then the pain hits you. Like you can see what I remember seeing what was going on and recognizing what had happened, but not knowing. I couldn't feel it. The pain hadn't hit me yet because I just woken up, and I was it was like, am I dreaming? Am I watching a movie? And then I realized like my brain worked all the calculations out of this being real life, and then the pain hit me, and then I knew it was real life.
So did you
what the pork chop or the steak or whatever she was carving up with that steak knife on her plate, that shit was seasoned, so there was a little burning sensation as well.
Damn.
I remember thinking that too, like wondering if it was just my brain because I know that it probably had like seasoning and marinade and shit on it. Like I was like, is that my brain making it burn, or is this just what being stabbed feels like?
Did you not like go to the cops or something? Because
no, I didn't go to the cops.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you had that whole thing where you needed to pay her alimony.
Yeah.
If they had known about the stabbing, I think
I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes as a young man, out of naivety and out of kind-heartedness and out of trying to forgive people and move on with the divorce and just make it easy for the kids and all that shit, instead of putting moms in jails and shit like that.
Never try to be kind to somebody.
There's a more detailed story where she actually, her father, who works in I live in a rather small town, and her father, who works in the we'll say the legal system in this town, her and him went to a judge that they know and got a protective order because she said that after I stabbed myself, apparently in a way that I could not have stabbed myself. We've tried to work this out for about 10 years now, how that could have been possible from the angle is hidden. But anyway, she said I stabbed myself. She needed a protective order because on my way out of the house after doing that, I said, "You're fucking dead, bitch." And I'm also in this protective order that was put into place the next day after that, so she could cover her ass in case I did go to the cops. I am 6'5" and 250 pounds. Now, Schmeckle, I'm not a manlet, but I'm not a huge man. I'm about 5'8" and 170 pounds.
You're fucking 5'8"?
You're probably taller than me.
I am. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
scrappy though. I'll fuck you up, dude. I'll beat the shit.
I remain the tallest one here.
Don't make any mistake, dude. I will fuck anyone on this fucking stream up. But yeah, that's the story, man. So I mean, still that bitch has gone unfucking slapped. So didn't slap my own wife, but thank you for dragging that story out of me. But now you may understand why AP always has this problem where I'm like, oh, fucking please hit that bitch. And I just talk so much shit about X. Like, yeah, there's a reason for all that resentment.
I could see why.
I let it out on the show, so I don't have to. In real life, it makes it a lot easier to go pick up a kid from that chick every 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess if you still have to see her on a regular basis, maybe get some of the anger out beforehand.
Yeah, I'll see her this weekend. Well, this is all, dude, you got to remember also, this is all a long time. I'm telling you old fucking stories. Like, me and this chick haven't gotten into it in a long time.
Oh, okay.
She's still
young, so. She
still can be a bitch. Like, last weekend, taking my kid to get her nails done 30 minutes before I'm showing up to spend the day with her. So I have to sit in a parking lot in an apartment complex for an hour waiting for him. Tennessee Marine's in the chat. He was fucking I was texting with him at the time. I'm like, man, this bitch leaving me in this fucking parking lot and shit. So like, yeah, she can, but I don't fight over it. I'm too seasoned in this fucking divorce game to fight over that shit. I'll just sit in a fucking parking lot. If my kid knew I was coming, then I'll have to sit in that fucking parking lot. If my kid didn't know I was coming, I'm documenting that shit and I'm driving away in 30 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, she wasn't fucking there.
Yeah, I document it anyway. Always document. If the divorced men ask me questions all the time, like especially guys that are getting divorced, and they're like, "We heard your ex-wife's crazy and shit. You had a bad divorce. What advice can you give me?" I'm like, document everything. Get yourself one of those little day planners with a calendar and write down fucking everything. Because when you go to court, when you actually look at how many times that bitch cancels your plans with your child or whatever, and it stacks up into the 30s, and your brain never would have picked up how often that fucking was because you get used to it. But when you have that calendar right there, that bitch has no fucking excuse. Document everything too. Do not react to anything. I don't give a fuck what she does. Be cool. Play it cool. Even if you think losing your mind and beating this bitch would be the best course of action, it's not. It never fucking is. Always play it cool. And 3, dude, it's not about that you and that bitch. I know that you're just freshly divorced or whatever. There's a lot of feelings there. You hate each other, then you're fucking each other, then you hate each other. I get it. This ain't about you. This is all about that fucking kid. So if you focus on that, it'll take a few years, but the shit between you guys, no matter how bad it was, typically will evaporate, and you'll just become like business people that work together. Like, oh, good to see you today. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Where's her backpack? Thank you very much. Is she on? Okay, she's taking this medicine. How much? What fucking time? Thank you. All right, sweetheart, get in the car. Later. See you in 2 fucking days, cunt. I'm saying that to the ex-wife, not the daughter.
Even after getting fucking stabbed in the shoulder, though, like I feel like that's a special kind of resentment.
There was years of fucking fighting that shit and fucking, but you know what? I made the mistake initially of not going to the police. I did the Kavanaugh bitch thing, dude, and didn't go to the cops because I was like, I had to get it fucking taken care of and make up a story about why I had a fucking giant fucking gash in my fucking collarbone. Or in the area of my collarbone, right underneath. I'm looking at it right now. But in the meat right there, which was I fell on a bottle. And they didn't really fuck with me. I went to an emergency clinic and got like 4 stitches. It wasn't like a stay in the hospital type of fucking deal there. And then I went to a hotel. A really shitty hotel that like growing up, we always knew this is just the dirtbag hotel, drugs, whores, everything. You know, it's a city. I went to this fucking dirty fucking Palace Inn place, and they didn't even ask for an ID, dude. I gave them my wrestling moniker as my name and fucking stayed under an assumed name in that fucking hotel because I was like, this isn't going to end well. Because that bitch she was scared she was going to fucking end up in trouble and lose her kids and all that, dude. She was already taking fucking action.
Jesus.
Yeah. And in that town, the smaller town, like I went to Houston to the fucking hotel where I grew up, but the small town that I was living in at the time, oh, dude. Like her dad legit knew that fucking judge and all that shit. On the way out of the door, I was getting fucking threatened. Like I've been threatened with her fucking family's legal status in that town many a times. Before we got divorced.
That shit actually happened. Yeah, the fucking small town judge with the family.
Oh, it fucking happens, dude. Yeah. When the judge and all the lawyers and everybody went to high school together, you bet your fucking ass. I had to get two lawyers to fight that protective order thing to get that fucking nullified, which I had to do. I had to get two lawyers. One, the first one I hired went to high school with the DA, so he was supposed to be all in and everything like that. But then he tried to get me to bargain down and shit. I'm like, I didn't fucking do anything. Go fuck yourself.
Now I got stabbed.
And then I got a Jew.
Bargain down for what?
You got a Jew?
Swear to God. Again, telling you true stories like on my daughter's life. Then I got a Jew. I got a little fucking like 5'3" Jewish lawyer. He looked like a fucking hobbit, dude. Swear to God, dude. Big fucking nose, little fucking beard, dressed like suspenders, like dressed like a fucking weirdo. All that shit, dude. I got a Jew. And he went to that fucking court and no more problem with that. So I see some people in the chat like, get a lawyer and take your fucking kid. I don't have to at this point, dude. That fight is years old. I'm telling you guys old fucking stories, dude.
Hashtag get a Jew. That's
yeah, but yeah. Rule number 4 for divorced men: get a Jew. Get a short little hobbit Jew with a beard and a big fucking nose and spectacles. They exist in the legal community.
General fucking.
They look like Humpty Dumpty.
Rule if you want a lawyer.
They drive very
for the guy who looks the most gremlin-like. You want a big nose. You want a hairy everything.
If I showed you a
curly
picture
hair is a plus.
Let me see if I can find a picture of my lawyer because I used to have him on my fucking Facebook, and I'll be like, "This is my lawyer," and you'll be like, "Holy shit, that's the Jewish Jew I've ever seen in my life."
My lawyer is Indian.
Oh, the Brockus, don't ever get in legal trouble.
I already am. Well,
I'm in legal trouble like on the internet because you'll have to be like, "So you have a problem with the Jews, huh?" I'm like, oh.
I don't think our firm can represent you, sir. You said some very horrible things about our people on the internet. You have to sit there and explain to them for the next 20 minutes. These are jokes.
You have to remember these are Jews. They're very shifty. They wouldn't just come out and say that. Okay.
All right, I'm downloading a picture off this motherfucker's Facebook, and I'm gonna screen share with you for a second. Oh, dude, no, we're displayed and shit. This is a hangout. I can't do it. God damn it.
Yeah. Don't pull it up. It'll show.
Yeah. God damn it. Why can't you work OBS like a fucking white man? What's wrong with you?
I need a fucking better setup.
I was about to name the Jew.
Or a better Brockus.
Who did I
people donate a fucking lot of money to my Streamlabs and PayPal. I can have the money to get a new computer to fucking set up OBS and run that shit.
Yeah, Adrian, I don't have to take back my child at this point. I see my kid all the time. I pay for her phone. I fucking text her good night every night. I don't have to. Yeah, I've got plenty of access to my. Like I said, dude, we're talking years ago, dude. This is all old shit. Like I wouldn't drag this shit up with my ex-wife today. Like she's in her early 40s now, and I'm in my I married an older woman. By the way, I got a cougar pregnant. It was a bad deal. It was a very young man's mistake. You ruined your life.
You got a cougar pregnant, then she got fat, then she
was married and ended up getting divorced because I was fucking her.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You made some good life choices. Fuck's sake.
I was a bad boy when I was 22.
You lucked out when you got the Jew.
I was like, fuck yeah, housewife. Fuck, I'm gonna come all up inside you.
No.
I'm gonna make this fucking guy fucking raise my kid, fucking cock. Then he put it like, the jig was up before I could get him to raise my kid, and I ended up having to raise my kid instead. It was a good try.
Yeah, you can't.
It's a fucking joke, you guys. Holy shit! It's a joke. Laugh, dude. What the fuck,
dude? We were selling it. You were
taking me way too seriously with that last part, dude. Like, yeah.
Are you doing okay there, AP?
Am I doing okay?
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
You're doing just fine.
We got Object of Hate in the chat. He says, you could auction off your kid to some rich couple who want a new child. That'd pay for a new computer for OBS. Nobody wants my kid.
Man, dude, look what happened to Scrub, dude. I don't want to have my child like locked up in some cellar.
You can get Schmeckle. The computer I showed you has a payment plan.
You can get the Schmeckle.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Send me that link again.
I will later.
Oh, God, Schmeckle.
Oh,
No, the new PC for me is kind of it's not necessary at this point. Mine still works. We did a fucking theater show tonight on it. It was just fine. It's a long-term goal. It'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm running on a piece of shit right now.
You are a piece of shit.
You're so mean today.
I can see
this
what
is
your
why
whole
we have
living room looks like in your glasses, Schmeckel. You're revealing too much of your life to me.
Everything over there is storage, and this is just a bunch of cans.
That's a nice chandelier, man.
Do I have a chandelier? No.
It hangs.
It's a ceiling fan. I don't
It's not
have a
ceiling
chandelier.
fan, man.
Someone in chat said, see if you can get AP to tell the bar Chromecast porno story. Do I even want to know?
Oh, dude.
I want to know.
That was well after my divorce. That was 2015. I remember because that was a crazy ass time in my life. Yeah. My buddy had just broken up. Well, if you're gonna walk away, if you're not gonna take it, I'm walking away too. Fuck it, dude. I need another drink. Yeah. Bye.
I can still hear you. I'm just grabbing a drink.
They legitimately did the exact same thing. So now that we all have the floor, what are we gonna talk about? I don't know.
Andy Warski, am I right?
Yeah. He didn't use your stuff for t-shirts.
Yeah, apparently. Oh well. I mean, shit happened afterwards, and the proper villain stuff happened, and then
I know, but if you talk to someone and you want them to do a thing for you, and they say, "Okay, I'll do this thing for you, but you have to do this thing for me," and you do the thing for them, but they don't do the thing for you, I just there's some issues.
Yeah. I mean, if I was a little bit more heartbroken over it, maybe. I have more important shit to do.
Well, yeah.
But, however, I mean, if it boils up and it keeps going on, and I might bring it up. Like, if Andy ever messaged me again saying, "Hey, I want more t-shirt designs," I'll probably say, "Nah, fuck it. This time you pay me." Because last.
And you ask for that payment up front. You don't say, "I'll do the things and then you pay me later." No.
Also, go do art for Kumite, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Let me. I do have to do that. Fuck. Sorry, I'm just trying to get shit done. Schmeckel.
Yes. What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just saying that you're here.
Yeah, I'm back.
I actually wanted to ask you something, but I totally forgot it because I have to take care of something. I'll be right back.
He's getting coffee.
Yeah, the thing with Andy and the proper villains, I don't think he purposely snubbed Anon or Semaj or any of that. I figure he just didn't end up opening the store. But I mean, Semaj did the work. He should have been compensated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't go through the extra steps you thought you would be able to go through, you should still keep your word in some form.
Yeah, exactly. Either give the shout out or fucking pay the guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, I don't think Jimmy's too upset about it. Really, Jimmy probably should be because Jimmy could use the money. But it happens. It's not. It's not like he had $1,300 or anything like that, right? This ain't no liberalist trademark.
Oh, god damn it, Schmeichel.
No, it's. I tend to agree with AP. I don't think he set out to scam anybody, but I think that when you raise a bunch of money like that and you don't end up doing what you said you'd do with it, you either pay the money back or at least like offer to pay the money back, right?
He said, but he did lie and say the money went towards the thing, and it did not actually go towards that thing.
Well, yeah, there was that too. He did say he had bought the liberalist thing. AP kind of worked out an excuse for that. It might be what happened. He said he was starting the process to get it. It could have been that that just never ended up going through. He never went through with it, or it cost too much, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
What did I do? What?
We were talking about the when Andy said that he had bought the liberalist trademark. I was giving her the angle you took on it.
Yeah, I don't think that he was being deceptive at all. I think he probably put $1,300 down to hold the trademark, like he said he did. And then I think that when they looked into it, they realized 14 grand or so was probably, to properly do it internationally, was probably a little high price for a fucking troll, and didn't. But to me, it was a bit. To me, it was all a joke. It was all a bit, dude. It was never. It's not. I don't think anyone gave money like, please do this for real, 100%.
I tend to think at the point where he was writing out a fucking manifesto that he was checking while he's fucking talking and shit like that. Fucking talking about taking notes from suggestions and all that when he's talking about his views and all that. All of this is going into Mind Trap, he says at one point.
Oh, dude, I want Mind Trap, dude. I want Mind Trap to be a thing. He needs to write Mind Trap. And I think everybody would be happy. Would you have a complaint? Would you have a complaint in the world if there was a book that you could buy on Amazon for $2.99 called Mind Trap, and it was Mein Kampf, but about traps instead of Jews, written by Andy Warski? Tell me you wouldn't fucking buy and read that book.
I'd, buy it secondhand, borrow it from someone, maybe.
That's why you shouldn't just go around the internet shitting on people, Schmeckle. What? Look, man, it was much cooler when we all just fucking we were having this big awesome party, dude. And then it became like everyone split off into their own little fucking weirdo fucking cliquey groups. I don't like it anymore. I'm going to quit the internet if this shit keeps up. I'm going to do the faggot shit and just disappear from the fucking internet.
You hear that? No more faggot shit or AP's running away.
That's right. I won't be around this faggotry any longer.
That's going to be your fault.
That's right.
He can't run away if he gets locked up with Scrub and Tonka Cellar. Or with
That's a good point.
My ability to turn off my computer and just fucking watch reruns of Mama's Family while I look for jobs, like, it supersedes any lore, dude. It's that easy, dude. I close Twitter, I close Facebook, I open up I type in like jobs / enter my town's names here, and then I fucking send out resumes, and I spend the day going to these agencies to introduce myself and be like, hi, I'm so and so. Fucking, here are my qualifications. Please send me some fucking interviews, and they do, because I'm not like that fucking cocksucker you had on here a couple fucking weeks ago. You know how easy it is to get into a temp agency? Oh my god.
Run.
We only have 4 in my fucking little ass town. I have been into all 4 of them. I started this mission like Sunday. It's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's how easy it is. Our applications physically filled the fuck out. Cards from the people I talked to, the recruiting bitches, whether or not they had jobs for me. You certainly have jobs underneath my qualifications, and fuck that, I need one.
And that's why with Run, because I knew beforehand why he was asking for the money. Usually with the charity streams, I'll learn what the issue is, and I'll kind of give the explanation for it. With that one, it was like, all right, Run, tell people why you need money. And then, obviously, within a couple minutes, he was called the fuck out for it. And
he needed that shit. Like, if Tom P was here right now and be like, did you walk into those fucking places? I'd be like, yeah. And then he'd go, okay. And that'd be the fucking end of it, dude. Like, come on, man. You can't just send out resumes and wait for motherfuckers to hand you something. You got to go get it. Yeah, what did your fucking dad tell you when you first started looking for a job? Go in there and let them see your face. Well,
see, the thing,
I don't really like that anymore because it kind of bothers them. Bullshit. Then I don't want to work for your fucking company.
It's really annoying when you go physically to a place to apply for their job. Oh, no, sorry. We actually don't accept resumes here. You have to apply online. It's like, but I came here.
Well, go apply online and then come back and be like, hi, I'm looking for the manager. Hi, I'm so-and-so. Fucking I applied online.
I have done that multiple times.
And they'll shake your hands and maybe they'll blow you off. But at least you'll be able to sleep that night knowing you did everything you could do.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going back to school to get certification so I can get into a different field that's more stable than part-time work. Like, you know, the little shit, like, I don't know, retail. I'm going for.
You sound like 13 years old to me, so I can't imagine you working a job.
We've been over this.
I know you're actually in your, I know that, but I'm just saying your voice is much younger than your body.
A couple of things. One, Magog is in the chat right now.
Hey,
Two, Joseph Kerwin really wants to get back on the Chromecast porno.
No, dude, because Schmeckel walked away. I think it was Roku porno, actually. I don't think it was. It may not have been Chromecast. It was one of the two.
Roku porn.
Or some kind of streaming to TV service. I was in the back seat.
I just...
In the back seat.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I want to know.
Long story short, one of my buddies broke up with his fucking girlfriend, dude. We go to a fucking bar. She's there with a dude who looks a lot like Brock Lesnar. He's big like Brock. He's got the flat top like Brock. I don't know if he had tattoos or anything like Brock. But anyway, I go to the bathroom. I come back. This motherfucker's leaning over a goddamn table like him and my friend are about to get fucking into it. And he's like in front of my chair. Like there's three of us at a fucking table in a bar, like one of those small circular tables. So like he's like got his hand, both palms on the table, leaning over my chair, which is empty because I was taking a piss. And so I'm standing behind this guy wondering, like, do I crack a beer bottle over his fucking head? What do I do in this situation? And he turns around and he looks at me like, what? Like, were you about to do something? And I'm over here like, I'm trying to sit down, man. He moves over to the side and him and my friend were just doing that bullshit. My buddy's over here like, dude, I don't want any trouble with you or her. Fine. What the fuck ever, dude. We'll fucking leave. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. Don't fucking leave. Fuck you. Fuck Brock Lesnar and fuck that fucking bitch, dude. I'm fucking finishing my drink. So after we did that shit, there's plenty of bars in the vicinity. So we're like, yeah, okay, dude. I'm trying not to use names. We went out to this guy's fucking car. And we're parked right in front of the front windows of the bar. And we were in the bar and we got the idea. It was either Ron, trying to, no IRL names. Somebody got the fucking bright idea to check if you could cast to the TVs. Because he was like, dude, you know what I should fucking do? It started as a joke, like, you know what I should do? I got porn of that fucking bitch on this fucking phone right fucking now, dude. I should see if that fucking, because TV's a lot, so you can stream to TV. And through one service or another, yeah, he was able to stream the TV over the bar. And it seemed too simple to be Roku or Chromecast. This is a couple of years ago now, maybe a little over a year. But so we go out to the car and he's like, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. So after like, it's all set up, like it's just press this button to stream to television. And after an uncomfortably long time, which, in my perception was like years, but I'm sure in the real world was like a couple seconds, he hits the fucking button. And we're looking through the front windows of the bar. Like there's, they're tinted, but you can still see what's on the TVs and shit. So there's this bitch and Brock Lesnar, pretty empty bar, the bartender, a couple of people scattered around, pool tables, all that shit. And yeah, porno of my buddy fucking this bitch pops up over the fucking bar on the fucking TV, and they are just impotent to do shit about it. It looked like the bartender, like Brock Lesnar, was freaking out about it, dude. He was fucking like he was about to go over the fucking bar and do it himself. The bartender had to like jump up and down to snatch the fucking power cord off the TV because he panicked. He didn't even like he looked around for 2 seconds, as I recall, for the fucking remote, and then panicked and just starts jumping for the fucking show. It's plugged in way up high, so he's like jumping up and down like he's climbing on the back bar, dude. Fucking trying. He finally fucking turns off, and then Brock looks out the front windows, and we're still sitting in the car, and we are doing. We are reacting to this the way you can imagine we would be reacting to this. I can imagine even with the tinted windows, you could see people were fucking exploding in this fucking bullshit. Fucking, I think it was like a Ford Focus we were in or some shit. It was just not a car. You could see obviously people were having a good time in that car. And Brock charges for the door, and like you never know how long it takes to reverse a car out of a parking spot. Until like Brock Lesnar is trying to murder you and heading for the front door. So like it was like the T1000, man. Like he was chugging. We got out of the fucking parking lot. Thank God there wasn't a car coming on the street that we had to turn on to get out of here, because it was it's not a highway, but it's a big fucking street. It's 3 lanes one way, 3 lanes another, 1 lane in the middle. So even on a fucking weekday night, there's cars on this street. It's in the city. And we just like no brakes, nothing, dude. Just hit the fucking road and got the fuck out of there. And the last thing I remember seeing is it looked like Robert Patrick in Terminator 2, but much bigger, dude. Like just running after the car, elbows like up next to his ears, dude, just chugging. So yeah, that's the Brock Lesnar story, man.
Jesus.
And I told a more detailed version of it on the Kumite, like the day after it happened. I think I was like, dude, let me tell you what the fuck happened last night. And Tonk was like, no more. Tell this shit on the show, because that's when like the Kumite had like 30 viewers, dude. So we would come in like, guess what I did back when we used to leave the house and shit. I haven't done that in a minute. But yeah, that's the Brock Lesnar tried to kill us story. That's why we always joke about when my internet goes out, Brock Lesnar found me. Magog, I understand you usually murder your exes, but I suggest before you do that, show your exes some you create a I think you have like visual crystals where you can store a memory. Do that and make her new consort. View the visual crystal. Visually cuck him, sir. And then murder her in front of him. And then murder him. And if it is as big as the guy who was trying to kill my friend in this story, make some sort of battleship out of him or something. He was a very large man. He worked out. I did not want... You noticed when I said in the story I was behind him, like, and he was standing in front of my chair and shit, and you might have been thinking to yourself, well, why didn't you just crack him over the fucking head and just run out of the bar? There would have been no consequences.
Couldn't reach his fucking head.
Yeah. I could not reach over this motherfucker to crack him on the fucking skull. I would have to come around the side of him, dude. He was big. Big.
No, to be fair, you're only 5'8".
Oh, go fuck yourself, dude.
Joseph Kerman for $3. Thanks, AP. That's the best story.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm happy to tell it. For you, Joseph.
The people.
Why does Magog not have a wrench over here? You owe Magog a wrench. People only come to watch, like me and Magog and a couple of other people to come on here and brock us.
Magog only found out the other day that we were on a new channel.
Well, that's because no one cares about you.
Yeah, I know. It's a sad fact.
Hey, I just had to tell somebody on the Blunt stream yesterday that I left Gulf City. Like, there are still people that have no idea. And I'm like, dude, I haven't been on that show in 2 months. He's like, oh, yeah, shit.
I guess that means they're not watching Gulf City.
I'm like, well, man, really? Like, how long have you been away, sir? Motherfuckers are tuning into the Tonight Show being like, where's Johnny? Like, Johnny's been gone a long time.
Magog says, ever been hit with a bottle? Doesn't break like on TV, just hurts like hell. And I feel like we should get Magog in here because he might have a story.
Bottles echo and they make a sound when they hit you and they don't break. That means this is very real hurt. Like it's a chunk and it rattles. Yeah, bottles are terrible, especially when you catch that corner right on the bottom.
Yeah, I've never been hit in the head with a bottle.
Have you seen my forehead? It's the first thing to go into battle. And I live in Texas, dude. And as you can tell, I have stories about pissing off really big people. So how do you think I survived jail with this mouth? This forehead. Nobody can get through it.
Oh, dude.
I always figured you survived jail with that mouth.
Yeah, see, that was the first half of the joke that I turned to. Yeah, you shouldn't repeat my shit back to me, Schmeckle, please.
No, I couldn't stop laughing this fucking morning when you were on the Kumite, and the first thing you decide to bring up is because somebody said, I think it was Tonka, said that Jewish girls give good blowjobs.
Yeah, I was sitting there on mute just waiting for a good come in. I was like, there we go. And then I tried to divert it away from the Andy argument by exposing pedophilia on Netflix, but nobody cared about that.
No, dude, that pisses me off too.
And I got depressed, and I was like, "What's going on?"
How did Andy supersede fucking pedophiles?
I thought this would be the common ground that would bring everyone back together and make friends. I'm like, look, there's something we all hate: pedophiles. I found some. Let's go kill them. We'll do it together. It'll be fun.
It'll be a bonding experience.
And Tonka was like, "After I kill Andy," and Andy was like, "After I kill Tonka," and I was like, "Guys! Pedophiles, let's go kill them. Unity through pedo hate." And
let's just go. We'll kill some pedophiles afterwards if you still feel like killing each other.
Let us be a force for good. Let us focus our rage and be a force for good out here, man.
You know what? That should be a shirt. Just Adonis Paul, unity through pedo hate, like a fucking presidential poster.
I'd buy it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd
I'll
wear
make that shirt in a hot second if you would do it.
I would very much buy a shirt that said that. I really fucking hate pedophiles.
I'm broken her as a motherfucker right now. But that's okay, because this is karma for getting a bunch of free money to save my ass, as I have to be I have to live off like ramen and spaghetti for a couple of months. It is
Nothing
just
wrong with that.
It is how the universe balances itself, dude. It's totally cool. I'll show you motherfuckers how to get on your feet like a goddamn American male if nobody else will fucking do it, dude. I'll show you how quickly you can get a job. It's Tuesday. We're on 2 interviews today. Started looking like last week. If nothing else, I can start something in like 3 weeks. That's very menial, but whatever, dude. Like, I mean, I'll show you, motherfuckers. It's not. Don't accept excuses from people who are like, oh, I can't find a job. I've been out of work for. You're not looking.
If you live anywhere near anywhere, there's a factory nearby that will hire you without a high school education.
You are way overestimating the manufacturing jobs in America that haven't been shipped overseas. There's not always a factory, but there's always a lumber mill. There's
or something like that.
There's
some
always somewhere.
Fucking job.
Yeah, there's always some cash at the end of the day job you can take. Even if that means YouTube. There's no shame in taking fucking $120 off YouTube if you can do that in one night. If you're talented like that, do it. That's your second job. But do something.
I wish Facebook hadn't gone and screwed everything up because I used to be making $800.
Victor, I was heavily considering delivering pizzas. The problem is I have the car that I got out of that fundraiser has 248,000 miles on it. So if I'm going to keep it until I can finance something else and get something a little better, the pizza delivery thing would be the last resort. Like, I would go to McDonald's before that because at least McDonald's it's not going to wear and tear on the only transportation I have there. I live where the buses don't run, where the crazy people live.
Have you ever had to do those group interviews, AP?
Have I done what?
The group interviews where you go for a job interview, but it's an entire group of fucking people.
Yeah, I did one of those at a milk company the other day.
So uncomfortable.
I went to a milk company and I found out I don't know shit about milk. But you know what happened when you go to an interview at a multinational dairy corporation? You get as many ice cream sandwiches and push pops and shit as you want to eat. They just have freezers and coolers everywhere with fucking dairy products, dude. Just as much ice cream and shit. You're just sitting there eating an ice cream cone while you take a tour of like the pasteurization facility and shit. Not joking. It's pretty fucking cool. It was one of the cooler job interviews I've been on in a minute.
It's not at all like that when you try to work at a brewery.
Oh, that I would probably not be allowed to work at a brewery just because it would go the same way as fucking Peter Griffin when he got a job at the brewery.
You know what sucks about working for? I've worked for a Silver Eagle before, and what sucks about it is I worked on the delivery end, so it was like just hauling beer out of a truck and putting it into people's coolers for like a year. Oh, that was one of the jobs I did when I was in college.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
It started at like 4 a.m. and you were done by like 2 p.m. So you had plenty of time for afternoon and night classes. If you've got the nuts to get up at 4 a.m. and sack up and fucking work your ass off until 2 or 3 in the afternoon, you can be done with work by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. But don't go out there with a pussy ass attitude. Dude, they call those merchandisers, and that's no bullshit hard work.
I was talking to this one kid not too long ago, and he was crying about how he couldn't get a job because he didn't have a car. And I'm just sitting here like, I walked for 3 hours to go to a job interview. I didn't get the job, but I still walked all the way there.
Probably didn't get the job because after the first hour and a half of walking, you smelled like shit.
No.
Air was a fucking mess from the wind. They looked at you and thought, hey, this bitch just walked in off the street.
No, actually, it was not super windy, but not super hot either. It was quite nice out. The thing is, I could not hear half of what they were saying the entire job interview because it was not just a job interview. It was also you go there and you work for them for a bit and don't get paid.
I was over here like, hey, I'm here for the marketing assistant job. Like, why am I looking at fucking milk and big giant stainless steel things? And we want to teach you about fucking milk. And I'm like, look, do I have this job? Like, because I don't want to be learning shit if you motherfuckers haven't hired me. You know, like you're making me work for free, assholes.
There was a time I went to work for a company, didn't get the job, but I still got paid. So that's okay because I still got paid.
What the fuck kind of?
I told you, Brockus, I went to work with the dogs. I literally spent the entire fucking day petting puppies, and they paid me.
Huh.
You can't tell me that. I mean, I wanted that job, but you can't tell me like I would not. You would complain about getting paid to pet puppies all day.
No, I would not complain about that. That's
Magog
you
is
get to have a
savagely
fun
wrecking
day.
mamas in the chat.
Oh god damn it, Magog. Some mothers and nice persons, probably. People, probably.
It's hanging out with Magog is like living in some fucked up version of Weird Science, except for instead of a hot chick, there's a wizard.
I actually kind of want to do that now. Like, we're gonna take a new
silence, or I'll give you elephant testicles.
Man, that was a better Magog than Magog does.
Who is this Chet? Magog's old enough to understand a Weird Science joke. You, Leaf, you're laughing out of courtesy. I appreciate that, but you didn't get it.
Oh, but he does have a very good point. I actually was thrown out the window, and the window threw me back. The world rejected me. My mom was stuck with me. Very, very trying time. She's still trying to throw me out the fucking window every day.
I assumed you were born on the highway because that's where most accidents happen.
Nope. No, that's where I was conceived.
Judging
Anyway,
from your appearance, I'm guessing your mother drank a lot of alcohol and didn't drink a lot of calcium, right? Am I getting that?
I'm the reason why my parents drink. Is pretty much what I'm saying.
I hate to tell you, but you're not the reason your parents drink. It's becoming blatantly obvious that your mother was drinking while you were in the womb. You want to kumite with me, Brockus? You want to get in the? You want to do the spa?
Actually, you know what? When you were thinking about dusting off your boots for the fucking to come back for the kumite, I was actually in the chat for that stream and said, "Dude, I will have a fucking match with you just to get you back into the rhythm of shit."
Just want to riff on one another. Just have a little sparring match. All right, Brockus, do you play World of Warcraft? I win. Do you play World of Warcraft? Okay, well then I win. You're out of my fucking ring. There you go. See, you're not ready for this game, Brockus. It's like Frieza when he was like, "I'm going to take you and I'm going to beat the shit out of you every day to become stronger." Like that's not how it works, dude. Yeah, I need somebody. I need a savage. I need somebody like King Carl to spar with.
That automatically disqualifies.
Yeah, no. Playing World of Warcraft automatically disqualifies you from talking shit.
But at least I've got hair.
Where in the game?
No, in real life, on my head, on my face.
Yeah, but you play World of Warcraft. No matter, I don't give a fuck if I was as hairless as a fucking if I was as bald as a fucking gray alien. I would still get more pussy than you, Brockus. Like don't get it fucking twisted.
I mean, if I went around Kavanaugh a bunch of bitches, I probably could.
Maybe
AP could get more pussy than you, Brockus.
Pussy in Azeroth.
How do you know what the world is called, AP?
Because it wasn't always cringy to play World of Warcraft 15 years ago. There was 2 weeks when it was okay, when Mr. T was a fucking night elf mohawk. But now you're out here buying expansion number 755, and you could only get to fucking level 115, and you paid $1,000, Brockus. You paid thousands of dollars to play this fucking game. You got cucked by industry. Case closed.
Oof. Poor Brockus.
And that's a sparring match with me, Brockus. I mean, I'll be glad to put you in my corner, but I hate to have to put on the gloves and throw those kind of punches at you, man.
No, hey, AP, you really want to piss him off?
No. I like Brockus.
Just say Garrosh was right.
No, I like him. I'm not gonna I feel bad about what I've done already.
I'm gonna take my verbal backhands and just sit in the corner and think about what I've done.
No, come sit in my corner, man. You can work. You can.
This is why you
the water in my mouth and shit when I'm between rounds.
I'll be the water boy.
I'm over here like fucking old Jake LaMotta. This is my fucking restaurant at the end of fucking Raging Bull, where like just fat and fucking old and can't fight anymore, but I'm still telling stories of the glory days. Like, remember when I fought King Carl? I was the most savage motherfucker on the internet. Like, nigga, that was before Gamergate. Shut the fuck up.
God damn.
Anyway, we're gonna shut the fuck down. We got no Jimmy. Do we have Jimmy? We got no Jimmy.
Presenting right now.
Jimmy for a moment.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
there's Jimmy.
Good.
Oh,
Jimmy, do the you thing.
Thanks for joining us here on the Snatchcast. We had Apathetic Ranter, the Blunt Stream, Brockus, Schmeckel, Leaf, myself. I think that was it. No one else. Thanks for coming. Hit the like and subscribe. Buy a t-shirt.
That's fucking it, cunts. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit! Wait, guys, stop! Mark Kamau, he met and banged a 6-foot redheaded stripper on World of Warcraft.
Oh, congratulations, Mark.
That was important for me to stop the show and say, I'll catch you guys later.
All right, if you check my channel, the Schmeckle channel, in about an hour and a half, there's going to be a nice little song about Andy. It should be fun. Have fun, cunts. Get the fuck out of here.